Hello! Are we ready for more crime? Are we ready to do crime? I mean solve crime. How's it going? How's everyone doing? Hi Gonko, it's been a while. I hope you're having fun without us. Hi Antonio, hello Bubba Gecko. That wasn't part of the plan. What, solving the crime? I mean, I never said that we can't both do and solve crime at the same time, you know? We can't. I never said we couldn't do that. We do the crime and then we solve it ourselves. Anyways, we're back with Ace Attorney Investigations. Oh, hi, Abby. Hello, hello. We are moving on to case 2 today. We finished the tutorial case yesterday. Definitely didn't get stuck already, but let's go. Let's see who else dies. I mean, let's see what else happens. The Captive Turnabout, episode 2. Oh, oh my god, scary. Bell rang. Sound of a bell twice. The fuck? Oh. Oh no. Somebody killed him! Oh no! Oh, this is this some conspiracy happening? What's that? A dog? Dog did it. No, the dog was innocent probably. He just ate him. And this is okay. Why are we here? Dog was hungry. Still no sign of them, huh? Yeah. How long do they intend to keep us waiting? Now, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm sure the guard will bring him any second now. Oh, we're here to interview. Okay. And they're gonna come and be like, oh my god, he's dead. The killing of Bastion Rook. It's been 2 days since the incident at the— 2 days! Can y'all let him rest, please? We're paying a visit to the detention center. Our aim, of course, is to interview Bronco Knight, who has been charged with the murder. His trial is due to start tomorrow, and I'm to be the prosecutor behind the bench. What's taking so long? You there, what's going on? Oh my god, Edgeworth is so impatient. Oh, gross. My microphone is crusty. Okay, we've got a situation. It's Knight. He's been killed. Killed in the detention center. Come on, Mr. Edgeworth, what are you waiting for? We gotta go catch the killer. Right, guard, take us to the scene. Right. Oh, hello. Yes, hello. They're just letting him investigate, huh? So we didn't have him in the holding cells, but surely that was where he was being held. What's the holdup? The crime scene's this way. Where are you taking us? Doesn't this door lead to? The prison proper, yes. You mean those other cells aren't part of the prison? Not exactly, no. Those are detention center. Holding cells. That's where defendants are kept while they're awaiting trial. The area beyond this door serves a rather different purpose. Huh? Why would that be in a police station? Yeah, it's where the people who are convicted serve out their time. I suppose you could say it's the last place a great thief should ever want to be. Okay, so in this world, the prison and the police station is the same building. Wait, why was he here then? That's Knight, alright. But he's dead. The killer did it. Absolutely, it was the killer. This is his ultimate revenge. Suck at being both, apparently. How could this have happened? How did he wind up inside the prison proper? It seems he was wrapped with that thing, so maybe the body was moved? But like, there's blood on the floor. This is horrible. How did Mr. Knight get himself murdered? I can hardly believe it myself, but there can be no doubting the evidence of our own eyes. And what's he doing here? I thought he was being held in a detention center, no? That's where they kept the doggo? The cage, you mean? Oh, you over here, you mean? Maybe. Why were they keeping the dog as a criminal? What'd the dog do? He must have been. His trial hadn't even begun yet. The law states that until convicted, suspects are to be kept in cells separate from the main prison. Only those who have been found guilty are sent to the prison proper. There's no way Knight should have been in here. Maybe he wandered his way over? Detention center and the prison are separated not only by 2 heavy doors, but also a lengthy corridor. Okay, that's the holding cells. Office area. I don't know what this room is. The prisons are over here. We probably went through here. This is like the security doors. But like these are regular doors, right? Somebody could have just went over here. A police officer did it. It was either the killer or somebody on the inside. That would have been a long way to wander, especially for a detainee. Only layout, okay. I suppose we better take a look at Knight's body. We'll need to examine the scene of a crime carefully if you want to get to the bottom of this. Oh, wow, this is just starting. This is really fast. Okay, I'm ready. Let's look around. This part of floor is covered with dirt. Why is he on his knees like that? Go shit. You know what that means, sir? Footprints. Too many footprints, unfortunately. We'll need a specialist to identify them. Guess we just gotta wait till forensics gets here. Yes, and in the meantime, if you could refrain from treading all over it. Is forensics not in the same building? I don't understand the system here. We don't want to slip up and get the old jacket dirty, huh? Good point, Mr. Edgeworth. Thanks. My concern was for the footprints, not your jacket, but okay. I guess. Let me ask him questions. Anything out of the ordinary to report? Yes, sir. There is this one thing. There's a body in the... Oh, yeah, we knew that. Yeah, sure. Yeah. Okay. Oh, wow. All the police officers are so incompetent. Time to inspect every suspicious looking... Oh my god, he said the... Oh no, Kay said it this time. She said the nook and cranny. Indeed. Which I can use, okay. I must scour this... Okay. Looks like a pulley of some kind. Maybe the prisoners use it for work. I suppose so, yes. Okay, so I know you're going to say no, but... Absolutely not, Kay. You are not permitted to swing on that rope. Ugh, I knew it! I should know you are being serious. Damn, just let the girl have some fun, Edgeworth. She just wants to be silly. Weird having something like this in a prison, huh? Cage inside a cage. Technically, K, a prison is made up of cages, but cells... Oh my god, the fucking... actually, K, Edgeworth. What's the difference? No offense, Mr. Edgeworth, but you've got to look at the basic nature of things more. Yeah, the basic nature of an investigation is the pursuit of accurate facts and information. Oh my god, he's such a redditor. Oh god. Not my Edgeworth. There was a rope near Knight's body too. Speaking of which, wanna see my super stealthy rope escape trip? Thanks, but I'll let you know when I'm in need of saving. She seems genuinely disappointed. Oh god. Okay, Edgeworth, tie yourself up so she can save you. These tarps are rather colorful. Colorful tarps that seem out of place in a room like this. I wonder what they are used for. Kind of stand out in a room like this, don't they? They certainly don't look like they belong here. Look, there's a whip! A whip? Francisca! You know who that reminds me of, right? Hey, maybe it's actually hers? Maybe she left it here? Not a chance. She and her whip are attached at the wrist, trust me. Oh no, not her again. Okay. This is done. We're gonna inspect the body left. It's a sink. Doesn't seem to contain any useful clues. Nope. No whiff of treasure either. You do know we're not actually looking for a treasure, right? Just let the girl be silly, Edgeworth. Wait, aren't those the things that you groom... that you put dogs in to, like, cut their hair? Like, groom them? It's not the weird equipment. I'm not sure, but I don't see anything particularly suspicious here. Smells weird, though. Kinda musky, like wet fur. Oh, and that looks like the sink to wash dogs in, too! Oh, up back here. I don't know why you have such a keen nose. Well, it's nothing special, really, except when it comes to sniffing out treasure. I think this is the room they kept the dog in. Remind me to steal all my valuable... Okay. No way, Mr. Edgeworth. I'd never steal any of your stuff. Who would want your ugly-ass steel samurai stuff anyways? Okay. I think the only thing left is to look at the body. Bronco Knight killed the day before his court date. We better take a closer look. Okay, chessboard. We knew that. Is that... Oh, I've seen one of these in your office, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm sure you have, Detective. It's a pocket chess set. The victims, I'd imagine. Makes sense. He loved chess, after all. Yeah, it would have been a good way to pass the time. What, playing by himself? Loser. What a loser. So cringe. Bunch of nerds. A rubber glove? Yep, just the one, though. I should examine it in more detail. There's blood on it. There's also some mud on it. What is this? Inmate use only. There's mud all over it. Maybe the prisoners were making mud pies? Which I could have joined them. I love making mud pies. Not anywhere near my crime scene, you're not. The fingers are covered in blood on this side. I think we can safely assume that this glove was dropped sometime after Knight's blood has been spilled. Okay. So someone else was here after he died. We can't. How come? Because if it had been on the floor when the pool of blood was forming, then the blood would have flowed around it but not underneath it. Oh, meaning there'd only be a band of blood around the edges of the fingers and not all over the backside. I don't know if that's how that works. I don't know if a blood is... I mean, I don't know if the glove is heavy enough to have that happen. But okay, whatever. Assuming the glove was discarded after the blood had pooled around the body, maybe our murderer ditched it after they did the deed. It's certainly a possibility. At the very least, whoever it was that dropped it must have seen the body. That's it! I didn't even finish looking at the body! You there. Yes, sir. Have you seen that glove before? Yes, sir. The prisoners wear them for work. It's strange, though. Prisoners' issue with those gloves are under strict orders to keep them in their cells. They aren't allowed to take them out without permission when we always check. Suppose that would explain why there aren't any other gloves in the workshop. Okay. Okay, inmate use only. That's what that means. The blood is partially covered by a dirt-stained tarp, but I mean the body, and there's a rope on top of it. Was Knight tied up with the rope somehow? The victim was tied up, or he was like tied up inside the tarp or something. We should take a look under the sheet as well. Oh, look at all that red stuff. Yes, I'd say that's blood. Okay. So he was killed and then put into the tarp and then moved over here, I guess. Yeah, they use it to wrap him up and move him. And I think there's a special way relating to the tarps and the rope and whatever that they moved him with. Because, yeah, how would they have moved him all the way over here? Okay. He's holding something. His neck brace is soaked with the blood from the hole in his neck. Hole in his neck? I would assume that's the cause of death and that it was probably instantaneous. He wouldn't have had the chance to cry out for help. There's a small cut on his scalp too. Was he struck with something? Maybe he fell and hit his head after he was stabbed? Or maybe somebody hit him on the head and then stabbed him. It's possible, but it's too early to say with any certainty. You have your camera with you, correct? Should you lend it to detective so that he can photograph the body? Sure thing. All yours, Gummy. Thanks. Okay. Picture. His clothes sure are a mess though, huh? Indeed, they appear to be covered in dirt. Dirt? Stab wound to the throat. You know who else uses a knife? The killer! Shelly the killer, the assassin. Guess he's like me when it comes to laundry. It would be a grave error to think that anybody else could be quite like you, detective. Confirmed? Gumshoe never washes his clothes? He's holding him something. There's something. Oh no, he's wearing a ring. Something's on his finger. Let's take a closer look. It's a ring, an expensive looking one. Don't even think about it, Kay. What? I didn't say anything. I wasn't thinking about stealing it. Is that not important? Okay, I think we've examined everything here. I think we put some stuff together now, but let me save because it's been a while. This is the only two things we can connect. Wow, so smart. These tarps have a pretty distinctive design. In fact, it's the same design as the bloody tarp around Mr. Knight's body. Yes, you took the words right out of my mouth. That'll teach you to be so careless, Mr. Edgeworth. You didn't keep your treasure close when there's a great thief around. I thought you were on sabbatical. Some of these were being stored in Workshop A, found by the victim's body. Okay. Not a bad bit of evidence gathering. Nothing can stop us when we're on the hunt together, right, Gummy? You betcha, we're unstoppable. A regular 3 musketeers. More like dumb, dumber, and dumbest. Let's not get carried away, detective. There's one thing we still haven't found. 3 musketeers, more like the 3 stooges. What do you mean, sir? What's missing from this crime scene? Murder weapon. For sure. See no sign of a murder weapon anywhere. You're right. I didn't even think of that. Come now, detective. What? You spoke so fast, Edgeworth. These are basic investigative principles we're talking about. Yeah, I guess sorry, sir. Don't worry, Gummy. It hadn't crossed my mind either. What did I say about Dumb and Dumber? The fact that Harley puts my mind at ease, Kay. Items that could prove even potentially lethal are strictly controlled within a prison. After all, we wouldn't want the inmates getting their hands on them, would we? Which means acquiring a murder weapon would be hard enough, let alone leaving the scene with one. Oh yeah, nice thinking, Mr. Edgeworth. What was the murder weapon and where has it gone? The answers to these questions may be the keys to figuring out what happened here. They don't got cameras all everywhere in the prison or something? Huh, didn't know the guy had a whole entourage. Excuse-moi, but this is the scene of a crime, right? Who the hell is this? Wait a second. Are you? No way. Those piercing eyes, that furrowed brow. The loud suit. Mr. Fender, it has been far too long. I know, right? But even after all this time, I know that deep bow anywhere. And that neckwear, obviously. Manfred von Karma, the man, the legend. Gotta say, I didn't expect you to see you here. Huh? I think you have the wrong man. What are you talking about, pal? This is Mr. Edgeworth. I'm not that old geezer. Detective, please. Edgeworth? Wow, guess that explains the fresh face. Can't blame a guy for mixing you two up, though. You're the spitting image of the old devil in his day. What? We're not even related. He's not my real dad. I see you haven't changed. How many years has it been? Man, good question. But who's counting? Been away traveling so long and lost track. You know how it is. He's so sus. I don't trust him. But you know what I do remember? You betraying everything you were supposed to stand for. Okay, dude, I think you missed a whole Ace Attorney game, okay? He's gone through his character development already. Well, where did that come from? Who are you anyways? This is Eddie Fender. He's a defense attorney. Living on their own rock. Chante, as they say. Chante? Conte? I don't know. Fender's the name and defending's the game. I'm a bit of an ace attorney. Bro thinks he's Phoenix Wright. Bro, who is this? Detective Dick Gumshoe. Oh, hi, Jonathan. Welcome in. Welcome to stream. How are you doing? And I'm Kay Faraday, great thief. I'm on sabbatical at the moment, though. Great thief. Wow, that's so romantic. Trey chic, if you will. Oh my god, he's fucking French. Right? It's nice to finally meet someone who gets it. I'm looking to expand the franchise, actually. I even made signing up super simple. Sounds awesome. I'd love to come hang out with you guys if you'll have me. Nuh-uh. Who said you can join us? Sorry, I should have mentioned that it's girls only, and they have to be super fun and super cool, and not an old geezer. This is your first time playing this game? Yes. Totally, it's my first time playing this one. Totally get it. No hard feelings, yes. Come on, bring it in. You've got to be kidding. My bad, my bad. I'm just so used to how they do things elsewhere, you know. And why are you here, Mr. Fender? Whoops, almost forgot this is your scene. Keeping the defense out is strategy number 1 in the Von Karma playbook, after all, isn't it? Oh, let it go, bro. Hey, quit it with all the Von Karma stuff. What gives? Detective, calm yourself. His attitude is unfortunately understandable. It is? I take it you are Mr. Knight's attorney. Guilty as charged, Your Honor. Well, I was supposed to be anyways. So he was planning to represent Knight. If his client hadn't been murdered, he and I would have faced off against each other in court. Better see what he has to say for himself. I don't trust him. I don't trust him. He's sus as hell. Did I eagerly wait your reaction to some fun moments? I can't wait. I thought I did play this game, but I apparently didn't. I think I knew the first I knew about the first case, which was why the president seemed familiar. But then everything else after that was not I don't know it. So the victim asked you to represent him? Sure did. We were supposed to have a little chat today, as was I. But a guard showed up instead and told us that his body has been found. What? I'm as bummed about it as you. Even brought him some weenies to cheer up. Weenies? Hello? Excuse me? Mr. Fender, you know you can't bring food into the prison. I want it. I want to eat. Oh yeah, well, it's here now. Want some? Little Vice I picked up on my travels. So, more-ish. No, thank you. Fine, you do you, but what are you doing here anyhow? Don't tell me you wanted to hear Knight's side. Von Karma was always more of a convicted defendant and all-cause guy. He didn't teach you that? Can you stop? This guy's obsessed with Von Karma. That was a long time ago. If you say so. Sure, you don't want any weenies? No, thank you. Have you met with your client previously? Yes, indeed, Your Honor. Just yesterday, in fact. The Bronxster called me the minute he was arrested. Sounded really freaked out, man. Oh yeah, mentioned your little performance too. According to him, you really made a nuisance of yourself. And not a kind word was spoken, I'm sure. Well, sticks and stones and all that. Boy, did he not like you. Trash talked you something fierce. Can't say I didn't join in on the fun, though. Fun? How dare you? Oh my god, he's so offended. It's so funny how he gets so offended and join. Lighten up, kid. I'm kind of a fixture in the visitor's room here. I don't think I've ever had that much of a gas. Oh, so you come here a lot? Hey, don't go getting the wrong idea, little sis. I'm never on the wrong side of the bars. Just happen to know someone who is. The visitor's room is usually where I'm at, but this isn't exactly my first time in a clique either. In which case, I'll better ask him what he knows about this room. Tell me, what do you know about the scene of the crime? Huh? Oh, this room? What do you know about it? I give you 3 choices. What? Huh? What does he want from me? It's none of these things, right? I guess there's no wrong answer to this. Can't be... I'm just gonna say a recreation room. Is it a recreation room? Famous last words. I don't even know how you spend your spare time, Edgeworth. But I guess there's plenty here you could play with if you use your imagination. Now let's see what the answer key has to say, shall we? Oh no, you got it wrong. This is actually a workshop. I mean, I knew that. The fucking sound effect. So all the options he gave me were wrong. How infantile. Well, you couldn't just say another choice, Edgeworth? It's not like you're stuck in the fucking multiple choice question. Edward's far too easy. He's so easy to bully. The cons come here to perform various duties. They can learn new skills too. Bank some qualifications for when they're back on the street. I see. And how's access to his room controlled? Who has the key? Chill out, Edgeworth. I don't have all the answers. The man over there probably does though, right, compadre? Yes, sir. The workshops aren't locked with physical keys. Their doors are fitted with sensors instead. What kind of sensors? Inmates are issued with special bracelets, sir. What kind of a high-tech ass prison is this? Combined with a police station. When they walk through a workshop door, the sensor checks their bracelet. And if they're not supposed to be there, ding-a-ling-a-ling, an alarm sounds. Oh, is that what the bell is? What the bell sound was in the opening? If they let it ring for too long, then bzz, they get a real shock, if you know what I mean. And if they try to break or remove the bracelet, bzz, a shock 3 times worse than that. What? That's brutal. Yes, they need to ensure that the inmates follow the rules, but that does sound a bit excessive. If they wish to pass through a door like this one, prisoners need to be accompanied by a guard. We disable the sensor for them and let them in. Get all that? Do you have any prisoners use this workshop today? No, sir. No one's been in here for days. I'd know if they had. So no prisoners have entered, let alone used this workshop today. Okay. Which means that there's a contradiction in this crime scene. Because the glove! There's something that should be here. It's the glove! Clear quickly over the crime scene and employ my powers of deduction to solve this mystery. Okay, goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Deduce. And then this way, right? Yeah. Ooh. Prisoners aren't able to come and go from this workshop as they please. The door sensor would detect their bracelets and the alarm would sound. What's more, according to the guard, no prisoners were authorized to be in this room at all today. And yet, here we have a rubber glove of the kind issued to inmates. This is a clear contradiction. So where did the glove come from, sir? I don't know. Not yet, anyways. All I know for now is that the glove is a valuable piece of evidence. Okay. Oh, okay. Something sus is happening here. You, apart from the prisoners and guards, who else has access to this room? No one, sir. This is a prison after all. Prisoners and guards are pretty much all there is. Mr. Fender. Come on, don't play us like that, friend. We both know that's not true. You know as well as I do that prisoners and guards aren't the only one who can come in here. Oh shit, exposing the police? Uh-huh. Oh, do you mean? But sir, there. Yeah, they meant the dog, probably. Mr. Fender, would you care to get to the point? Who exactly are you talking about? Oh my god, we're gonna have to interview the dog this time. The bird thing all over again. You don't have a pair of peepers in that hard head of yours. You didn't see them on the way in? Wandering about in the corridors, chilling with their buds? I bet if you moseyed on out of that door right now, you trip over one of them before you take a step. Listen, pal, we had just about enough of your baloney. Take a chill pill, big guy. I'm on your side. You know, for such a wide fella, you have a very narrow mind. What did you... Hold it! Detective? Sorry, sir. Look, just follow me, okay? Seeing is believing. Isn't that what they say? We're gonna see dogs! Think they got therapy dogs in this prison? Oh, not only dogs, therapy animals! The monkey! Here, the human shooters with some special friends. Animals? Yup. Bird and feathered fellas of all shapes and sizes. God filled me in and how it came about. I love the monkey. Seems they decided to try a little experiment in animal therapy a few years back. The cons are assigned a critter each, a buddy to help keep their spirits up. Really? Wow, that sounds like so much fun. With the dog? The dog is a witness. Plus, inmates can even earn pet care qualifications if they go through some job training with the animals. Oh, that must be what all the equipment in the workshop is for. Yeah, you got it. Rooms are set up especially for that training stuff. So when you said somebody else could have been at the scene of the crime, Exactamundo, big guy, I was talking about these guys. That just means you're still talking baloney. What would an animal do with a rubber glove? I mean, it's very, you know, possible that like a dog or, you know, carried the glove there and dropped it for or something, you know. Good question. All I'm saying is that it was possible. The rest is Mr. Prosecutor's problem. I just realized letting prisoners train animals is a bad idea. Is it? I guess, yeah. Like, don't they have, like, therapy animals to help people like that? I guess not for prisoners. If you want me to arrest this piece of baloney, just say the word. Let me get this straight. Are you saying these animals can wander freely around the prison? Oh, you know this prison must stink, though. You know this place must smell like shit. You know those sensors on the door? They detect the prisoner's bracelets and sound the alarm when somebody goes walkabout. Well, for our furry friends, the other way around. They're fitted with microchips that open doors right up. They are? They're implanted just under their skin around the shoulders. Big needle, quick jab, and voila. How do you know this? What? Doesn't that hurt? No, they don't feel a thing. That's what they tell me anyways. Now, where was I? Could be that bad. Right, so the point is, they're not the baddies here, so there's no reason to punish them. It's ironic, really. Here in this institution where the humans are caged, the animals are free to roam to their heart's content. Hey man, I should put that in the cat. Big respect. You mean the microchip? In the cat? Do people microchip their cats? Is that a thing? They open the doors if an animal is detected, but raise the alarm if an inmate's bracelet is detected. Prisoners out to move about freely. Okay. They're not completely free though. They can't leave the prison proper for one thing. No sensor, that big mother of a door out, you see. Ah. This can't be a good environment to raise animals, I'm just saying. What's that tinkling sound? Sir? Oh, it's this the bell noise. Oh, it's the dog! So the bell was on his collar. That was the sound we heard. Just look at that thing and that a bell around its neck. That explains the sound, I suppose. Hey yo, he hates Edgeworth. This dog is homophobic. Mr. Edgeworth, were you seriously trying to stare it down? I refuse to lose to it on Edgeworth. Oh, you're not helping the case. Not for nothing, sir, but your dog handling skills could use some work. Leave it to a pro. I know how to treat them right. Come on. Come to Gummy. Come here, boy. Who's a good boy? What? He just ignored us. Man, ignored by a dog. That dog was certainly very different to the other animals. It seemed to have a real thing against me, and only me. Alrighty then, you've met the menagerie. What's next? Guess we better interview some witnesses, right, sir? Indeed. We need more information regarding what was happening around the time the body was found. And let's start with that guy. Who are you pointing at? Oh. Ignored again. Hello, we're wondering if you might be able to tell us anything about this morning's incident. Is anyone else a little afraid of this guy? Not a big talker, huh? It's alright, man. I'm on your side here. Start with a handshake. Maybe a hug to break their ice? Seconds out. Huh? What's that supposed to mean? Hey, I get it, man. Not everyone's the hugging type. I'm cool with that. Ah! I guess that's his animal friend. Round 1, 10 reps each. What is this man up to? I don't see what he has to say for himself. Your name? From the blue corner is Rocco D259 Carcerato. This guy's a character from Punch-Out. He's a rival. Don't mind if I keep moving, do ya, boss? Fighter can't let his heart rate drop, see? Doesn't look like there's any danger of that. Don't you worry, you'll lose too much... Don't you worry, you'll lose too much weight doing all that? Gotta make weight before a fight, boss. Won't even make it to the ring if it don't. So you're... Wait, I get it. You gotta be a boxer, right? Was back in the day. It's good to stay fighting fit. Leastways, that's how I see it. Wait, what? How did you jump in prison? So, is the bear part of your training too? Looks kind of like an apron. It's so cute. Goofy bear. Ain't nothing cute about Teddy. Ain't nothing cute about a fucking bear that I named Teddy. Kid's my partner, see? This here polar bear keeps me on my toes. If I loosen up a little, now's my chance. Where were you and Teddy at the time of the incident? Come on, boss. I ain't no stoolie. I know nothing, no how. I'll be the judge of that. Please answer the question. You punch drunk or something, boss? I told you, I don't know zip. So he won't play ball. Yeah, because he's a boxer, not a basketball player, Edworth. Guess there's only one thing to do, huh, Mr. Edworth? Indeed, the more he protests his ignorance, the more certain I am that he's hiding something. Alright, let's see exactly what you do and don't know, shall we? Oh fuck, it's chess time, you're right. Oh no. 9 chess time. Now, let us analyze the state of play. He adopts a boxing stand when he's on high alert. My guess is that things won't go if he'll push too hard as such. Oh, I have to... Oh, that's right, I forgot. I have to, like, pay attention to their sprites. When my opponent is on the offensive, I should remain calm and bide my time. He's bound to reveal an opening eventually, which is when I'll pounce. First, let's see if our friend here knows anything about the incident. I'll start by asking him about his movements. Bring this fight to an end before he knows what hit him. Mind chess. Tell me about your day. Why don't you start by telling me what you've done today? You will answer me, Mr. Carcerato. What? You want a shot at the champ? Is that it? Then put him up, pal. By my time. Then we're gonna tell already. That's gotta be a record. Physical is hardly my style, but I'm more than happy to take you in a game of chess. Edwards, you're gonna get your lights knocked out if you try to fight this guy. Do not try to engage in physical competition. Incidentally, don't you get tired of ducking and diving like that all the time? You think I don't got the stamina, kid? Oh, just you try me. By my time, he's still defensive. I ain't tired, not today, not ever. Especially not today. Took it real easy this morning. Had me some quiet cell time, hardly broke a sweat. Really, you look pretty sweaty to me. Give me a break, will ya? I'm done talking, okay? I'm tired. Yeah, real tired. Thought you took it easy. May have kept your boxing skills sharp, Mr. Carcerato. I'm afraid your lying needs quite a bit of work. Tired? Really? I hardly think that's possible. Especially not if you just told me about your quiet cell time this morning. Take that. Oof. We gotta be careful here, Teddy. When this guy's he lands. Edgeworth really knows about sweaty men. He would know about sweaty men. He's hiding something. I'm sure of it. Try to ask him about what was happening at the time of the incident. I won't need to use my fists in this next round. No, I'll deliver this knockout using carefully chosen words alone. I'll talk you to death. Okay. Do you remember what you were doing at the time of the incident? I was, catching some Z's. We both was. The incident happened only a short while ago. You seem wide awake, all things considered. Fighter's gotta be able to get up quick when he's down, but he needs his beauty sleep too, builds muscle. That's so, then I apologize for waking you. I read that the rest is an important part of any boxer's training regimen. You don't say. So Mr. Prosecutor is savvy when it comes to a fight game, huh? Who knew? You didn't know my profession. Interesting. How do you know that I'm a prosecutor? I don't remember telling you. You've been eavesdropping, haven't you? You've been listening to every word we said out here in the corridor. Which means you weren't asleep and that you are lying again. Oof. You're a good kid. Caught me clean with that one. Alright, I admit it. I wasn't catching no Z's. What? A guy can't work out in his cell no more without lawyers getting involved? Or is a man taking care of himself a crime now? And we now know he was awake is an important development. Okay. So, yeah, did you notice anything strange around the time of the incident? What do you mean, strange? Haven't you noticed yet? You're back into a corner. Hello to this guy, Teddy. Guess I better knock some sense into— wait. Did I choose the wrong option? As you adopt a boxing stance with— okay. I know, but he wasn't in a boxing stance though. Answer the question. Tell me what's going on at that time. Okay, that worked. Wish I could help you, boss, but I was asleep. We both was. You little liar. What a dumbass. Deploy my clue. Put on the glasses, point your finger. Enough your barefaced lies. You weren't asleep, you were exercising. You told me as much yourself. Oof, a counterpunch, huh? Should have seen that one coming. It seems I have you on the ropes, Mr. Carcierato. Time to come clean about what you know. Alright, you don't gotta shout about it. Stomping around like you own the place. Teddy and his pals have been scared enough this morning. Already, you say? You've done well to endure this long, but I fear you will soon be out for the count. You see, the animals have been scared enough already, which implies something happened here earlier. Well, what was it? Quit it. Well, I'm getting what did he say? Getting shellacked here. Fine, somebody yelled, okay? Real loud, real scared. Got all the little guys scared too. Yeah, laugh it up, big shot lawyer. Let me see you do the same thing in the ring. Checkmate. I think we've now established that you know more than you're letting on, don't you? Fine, I'll talk. You did it, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's not get carried away, Kay. Our work here has only just begun. Hey, can we call a timeout here for a sec, guys? There's something super big I need to say. It's just, well, it's like fate brought us here today after all these years, Edgeworth. And it's a real privilege watching how you work. Eye-opening stuff, in fact. I just thought you should know I'll be telling you know who we've become. What? Who's he talking about? Is he trying to threaten us with Phoenix Wright? Brother, we already made up. Who know who? Keen to get the lowdown, huh? Well, that's enough. This has nothing to do with Kay. Well, don't have a cow, man. Why so sensitive? Report whatever you wish to whomever you wish. Just do it on somebody else's time. Don't threaten him with a good time. Whatever you say, boss man, but I think he should know at least. You know, how you've been living your life since you signed on to doing things the Von Karma way. After all, you've disappointed him enough for one lifetime already, am I right? What's he talking about, Mr. Edgeworth? Nothing that need concern you, Kay. Our focus should be on Mr. Carcierato. You already made up! This threat doesn't work! This was after the unnecessary feeling scene. Now, shall we continue? It's time to hear the truth at last. You won't land a glove on me, kid. Oh! Already? We don't have that much evidence, though. There was a show, finished right around 10 AM. Came back here after, did me some training. Leastways I tried to, barely got to the count of 2 before somebody screamed, "What the? Ah!" Guy was hollering and howling and crying for help. Well, what can I do? I'm locked up in here, right? So I tune it out and I get back to work. I find it curious that you pay so little heed to a desperate cry for help. Like I say, boss, what can I do? Besides, this is the joint. Don't nobody thank nobody for getting involved in what ain't none of their concern. I hear you, brother. Best you could do is rubberneck from in there anyways, am I right? You mentioned training, Mr. Carcierato. I can't help but notice how well equipped your cell is. There's a guy, the Fixer they call him. What's a Fixer? Fellow who can get his hands on just about anything in need for a price. No way! Think it perhaps Mr. Carcierato What you ought to ask for is a beginner's guide to giving better testimony. Because I can promise you that you'll be down for the count in one. You put me down? Try it, you bum. And what am I, chopped liver? Yeah, you can go. You can leave. Okay, wait, hang on. Drink some water. Woo. Alright. Let's press them on every statement like we always do. What kind of show was it exactly? Depends on the day. They bring him in from outside, see? Singers, dancers, all kind. Gives us cons a little something to look forward to. Oh, is it like actual performer entertainers? And not like a TV show? Nice, that sounds like fun. And you went along to see today's show? Sure I did. Can't miss a chance to get a glimpse of the outside world now, can I? And it was over.
Hold it.
How much budget did the police have? I don't know. This is a weird ass prison. What did this training involve? Let's see now. Today was stamina and rhythm work, which means jump rope. What? In that tiny cell? How? What about Teddy? Isn't that dangerous? It's no dummy. The second I get my rope out, he jumps up and hold on tight. You jump rope with a polar bear clinging to your chest? I told you, didn't I? We're partners. And besides, a little extra weight's good for me. Anyways, I started jumping rope.
Hold it.
Tell us more about the scream you heard. It was the scream of a guy about to scream his last. And I should know. Oh, there, good buddy. There's a time and place, you know. So was it clearly audible? Guy backed into a corner, fighting for his life. You ever hear something like that, boss? Well, I have, and yeah, it was clearly audible. What do you mean you have? Did you back someone in the corner and beat them to death or something? Is that why you're in here?
Hold it.
Wasn't it death instant or something like that? Well, I guess... I assumed that he heard somebody else scream. But I guess, yeah, death was you're right. If we assume that he's thinking that the victim screamed, then the victim couldn't have scrumped. He's here for tax fraud. That's all you heard? There's nothing else? Nope, nothing much anyhow. So there was something. What else did the victim say? You have to tell. Oh, victim. Okay, so they're assuming that he heard the victim. Why don't you come over here and I'll see if I can make you squeal like he did. Well, forgive the kid here. He doesn't know when to quit. Come on, Miles, apologize. It's clearly important, yet he insists on remaining infuriatingly vague. Look, friend, how about you let this slide, please, for me? So yeah, I heard the voice.
Hold it.
You were able to concentrate on training even after hearing all that screaming? Look, if we was on the outside, maybe things would have been different. Maybe I'd seen what I could. Well, this ain't the outside. Can't go no place even if I want to. You didn't think to slip out from your cell to go sneak a peek? I don't think anybody would have thought of doing that except you, Kay. If only this wasn't a prison, Mr. might have lived. I somehow doubt it. Frankly speaking, there was no saving him. But if somebody could have just gone to him in time... Mr. Carciato is clearly lying. I don't understand why. Okay. Yeah, it's clearly the fact that he died instantaneously. It's this statement we have to press on probably. Let me save. It's been so long. Or maybe it's this one. Maybe it's this one. I don't know. Wait, hang on. No, it's this one. It's this one. It's this statement. Instantly dead.
Objection.
Are you listening carefully, Mr. Carciato? Huh? You're trying to be cute or something? The victim died from a wound to the throat, and very quickly at that. He had neither the time nor the ability to scream as you claim he did. You say you heard a victim's cries, and yet... that would have been impossible. But there must have been a scream. He said there was. He? He said there was? Who said there was? Quit looking so smug, will ya? The bear. Wait a minute, I didn't hear nothing, alright? But the guy in the cell next did, he told me so. The next cell? You mean... Oh, did I just see a fucking bear in the cell on the left? I'm not a bear, the bird? Yeah, the fucking bird! Oh, hell no. What do you want? I heard a scream, what of it? We came back from the show and they put us in our cells, same as always. Then just like I told this guy, I heard it, a scream, a real scary one. Scary how, exactly? Didn't tell him this part, I guess, but it was kind of like... Eek! Someone! Anyone come quickly, he's... Something like that. Well, I guess it's safe to say that probably wasn't the victim. That was what I thought. I thought it was the scream of somebody finding the body. Indeed, it sounds more likely to have been the person who found his body. Ah, that explains it. So Mr. Carcerito was telling the truth, more or less. There really no problems now with his testimony? I don't know. I don't think there's problems, right? No, I already forgot what his testimony was mostly. But why would they say there's a problem? But if I say there's no problems, where do we go from this? Where do we go from here? So we have to say there's a problem, right? I don't know. I'm doing it. I'm afraid a new problem has reared its head, namely, why didn't you hear the scream? Oh, right! Why didn't he hear it? Why didn't he hear it? Oh, right. Yeah, what gives, pal? How come you didn't hear anything when your neighbor heard it? Ah. What, I think I did the crime or something, huh? From inside this here cell? Guy died over in the workshop in case you forgot. How do you know that? Well, yeah, it does seem a little weird now that you mention it. He's right, neither of us could have done it. Cause let me tell you, if I could get out of this here cage and murder somebody, you'd all be excuse me, hang on. Ain't that the truth? You bums ain't leaving this place in one piece if any of us can help it. I don't know that animals are working. The therapy animals are not working. I almost forgot that these men are hardened criminals. Well, I won't be doing that again anytime soon. I'm guessing this wasn't how you saw this going, Edgeworth. It's my next move here. I won't get much more out of them in this state. Who's there? Oh, woman! Hey, y'all! Hey, y'all! Who is this baddie? Oh, she has a judge's hammer. She a judge? Oh no, she's gonna go bald. Order in the court. Who died and made you the boss of me, huh? Can't you see we're kind of busy here? Hush now, silence is golden. Ooh, that would work on me. She can judge me instead. It is? Your hand, if you please. And the power vested in me, I hereby sentence you to blissful silence. Praise be, a simple life awaits you. No money, no possessions, no bitches. May the goddess of justice watch over you, now and always. Guard, if you would. You forget what? Looks like you'll be spending the night in solitary, buddy. Just like that? Come on, please, boss. Any place but here. There. No need to be afraid, my child. If anything, you should rejoice. This is a blessing. A chance to redeem yourself, to be reborn. No! Rip. Oh, goddess of justice, bless your child and keep him in your care. Oh, Holy One, we give thanks in your name. And she's Christian, damn. A bear! And you are. Verity Gavel at your service. Aha, I get it. Gavel. It's my honor to bear the title of judge and to work at the pleasure of the law. What does a judge do in a place like this? Girl, if you don't change career, you're gonna become old and bald soon. Since you asked, Mr. Edgeworth, I have been sent here to find you. I come bearing a message from the Committee for Prosecutorial Excellence. My sacred duty to deliver it. Committee for Prosecutorial Excellence? Oh, what the heck is that? It is first and foremost a name that should not be taken in vain, my child. For it is a sacred face from the god of justice herself. Why don't I fill you in, kiddo? The committee is a panel of 11 people whose job is to keep our beloved prosecutors honest. In other words, they make sure people like Edgeworth here don't cross the professional line. The panel is comprised of people from both the legal and political professions. Oh, you mean politicians are on this panel? Yeah. Bust, like, there's no way they're good. A panel of which you are a member, I assume I am. Allow me to thank you on the committee's behalf for your service. It's great coming to see us like this. Speaking for myself, it's a real honor to meet you. It's always great to hang with the judicial compadre. Come on, bring it in and chillax. We're all friends here. Need I remind you that the committee has a long-standing relationship with the Bar Association? Hey, I didn't mean anything by it. I was just trying to lighten the mood, okay? Did she just, like, threaten him to get his, like, attorney badge revoked or something? If they can't be evil if she's here. So, your job is to find bad prosecutors and punish them? Precisely, my child. Praise to be the goddess of justice for bestowing her gift of insight unto you. The committee has the power to remove problematic prosecutors from cases. Oh my, it's so clear that system can get so corrupt really fast. And should a prosecutor truly unworthy of the title be brought to our attention, we are vested with the power to confiscate that prosecutor's badge. Why do I know that they're gonna do that to Edgeworth? And what does the Committee for Prosecutory, whatever you said, want with Mr. Edgeworth? We're in the middle of an investigation here. Who's this little bitch? Pitiful, you really don't know, do you? What an ignoramus. Who's this bozo with the okay, yeah. And who are you, pal? Winner, Eustace Winner, Prosecutor Extraordinaire. Oh, that's right. There was a whole stink about them changing his name from the fan translations. Though you might know me as just the Winner, a name they call me down at the prosecutor's office. With great affection, I might add. I've never heard of you. And how about Detective Flatfoot over there? Nope. Name means nothing to me. Well, it is to be expected of ignoramus, I suppose. Ignorance is sweet, as they say, so I'm sure most things mean sweet nothings to you. Ignorance is bliss, Winner, and I don't think sweet nothings mean what you think it means. It's entirely natural that you aren't yet acquainted. Eustace only joined us last month. Oh, he's nothing but a rookie? I'm not just any rookie. I'm a winning rookie. Our winning son. Which he will prove himself to be in due time. Now let's cut to the chase. I'm here to clean up your mess, Edgeworth. I mean, what mess? Oh, is he gonna be the fucking alpha male character in this game to us? Like the obstacle, whatever. I fear I know exactly what he means. The committee's sending an envoy with the new prosecutor in tow. I suspect I know where you're getting at, Winner. But I'm gonna need a few more details. Would you mind explaining, Judge Gavel? Gonna make me Miss Wolfie boy. Very well. By the power vested in me by the goddess of justice, I hereby declare that in the matter of the incident at the presidential address and the murder of Mr. Bronco Knight, the committee hereby decrees that Prosecutor Edgeworth be relieved of his duties and replaced by Prosecutor Winner. Here ends the verdict. What? Mr. Edgeworth off the case just like that? Good! Let him go on vacation, please! Judge Gavel, I believe I asked for an explanation. No explanation is required. The guilty verdict is in. The goddess has spoken and her judgment is final.
Objection!
And what exactly have I done to warrant being taken off the case? Come now, Mr. Edgeworth. Claiming ignorance of your crimes will not serve to lessen your guilt. You boarded the presidential plane, violating the principle of extraterritoriality, and while there, you performed an unsanctioned investigation and subjected a visiting foreign leader to question. What? The fucking chief prosecutor made us do that! You called me back from my break to do that! You were one wrong move away from causing a major international incident. Oh shit. Oh my god. Oh, she also has a weapon. You vastly overstepped the authority of your office. To call it abuse of power would be no understatement.
Objection!
I don't deny it may have pushed the boundaries where certain rules were concerned, but there's also no denying that certain risks must be taken if one is to arrive at the truth. Okay, you're not helping your case, Edward. I refuse to concede that my actions were inappropriate. Then what you're saying is that the ends justify the means? That rules can be freely ignored? That is a very dangerous way of thinking. The law is absolute and is not to be bent to your will. He didn't break any laws though! Forgive me, but not all of us believe as you do. Is that so? How unfortunate. Still, it changes nothing. When a trial ends, the hammer falls. I missed the ball, Judge! Bring him back! Be he your defendant or attorney, even if the verdict seems irrational, nothing more can be done. Nothing, that is, but to give thanks for the goddess of justice, divine grace. Unless you wish to appeal. To do so would be to risk your badge, of course. So it made me to take my badge if I don't play along. Whoa, tough break, Edgeworth. I see you accept your fate. Good. Guards, if you would be so kind as to escort him out. No, stop! What are you doing, detective? I'm in charge here now, so you'll do as I say and move out of the way. What? You're not the boss of me. Unluckily for you, Flatfoot, that's exactly what I am. They're holding all the cards here. I don't stand a chance. Detective Gumshoe, do as Mr. Winter says. But sir... Judge Gavel, yes, Mr. Edgeworth. The committee's decision is beyond irrational, so yes. I do plan to appeal. You haven't heard the last of this. Duly noted. Until we meet again, then. Let's go, Kay. We're leaving. Right. Oh, and remember, you know who will be getting a full report on all of this. Is he talking about Phoenix? Cause why would Phoenix care? Why would they care? I don't think it's Phoenix, right? Oh, we're back here. Oh no. Ugh. I still can't believe what happened yesterday. It was terrible the way those two treated you. Welcome to the justice system, okay? Me hereby decrees that Prosecutor Edgeworth be relieved of his duties and replaced. Okay, yeah. We've been through that. Judge Gavel and Mr. Winter certainly didn't mince their words, but that's not what concerns me right now. I'm more worried about the committee's reasons for doing what they did and what they might do next. I suspect it won't be good. Earth to Mr. Edgeworth, are you listening to me? Yes, of course. This is it? You're giving up on the Bronco Knight case? No, I have no intention of doing any such thing. To walk away from the case would be to tacitly accept the committee's decision. Only problem is that I don't have the authority to continue investigating. Oh, who's calling? Yes, what is it, detective? I've got some bad news, sir. Word down at the precinct is they just arrested somebody for Mike's murder. It's probably somebody we know. Do you know who it is? No, but I heard they're being held in a detention center. Maybe you should go talk to whoever it is. Good idea. Let's get down there, Mr. Edgeworth. Even without the authority to investigate, surely I can still pay a suspect an innocent visit. In before it's Larry. Alright, we're on our way. Me too. I'll see you there, sir. But won't you be missed, detective? Nah, everyone's busy in a prison going over the crime scene anyways. Good, then we'll see you shortly. Yes, sir. Come on, Kay, let's go. You've got it. Still no sign of them, huh? Indeed. Wait. This is just like last time. Please don't tempt fate like that. No, I can't. I just can't. Sure you can. I told you. It's just a pair of visitors. Sounds like someone really doesn't want to see it. Oh, no. Wait, who's this? No. Just talk with them, please. But one of them is a prosecutor, right? Aren't they all super scary? Thank God it's not Larry. All they do is stare at you right into your soul. Oh, you must be the suspect in the... Ah! See, I told you. Wait, is this guy might be the guy that found the body. That's why they think he's a suspect. Okay, why is this man so flustered? Probably because you're being you, but I guess that's just how you are. Yeah, thanks for clearing up absolutely nothing. Hey, Mr. Suspect, you're doing okay in there? We just want to have a little chat with you, no biggie, right? Who are you? I'm Kay Faraday, Mr. Edward's trusty sidekick. It's just a part-time gig I do while I'll take a break from my real job, though. Funny, I don't recall ever employing you. And that's Mr. Edgeworth. He is a prosecutor, but he's not gonna stare a hole into your soul or anything. Oh, please. Really? Really? Yeah! Anyways, can you first please tell us your name? It's Saint. Simeon Saint. Well, nice to meet you, Simeon. Call me Kay, everyone else does. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth, I would like to ask you a few questions if I may. It could have been Maya. She hasn't gotten accused yet. If she wasn't this gay, she would 100% be accused of something. Really? Thanks to Kay, it sounds like we might finally get some answers at least. Perhaps you can start by telling us a little bit about yourself. Edward, stop pointing at people! That's why they're scared of you! Who, me? Well, why would everybody want to know anything about me? I'm boring! I'm nothing! I'm a nobody! You have a job? Oh, well, it's hardly worth mentioning, really. I'm your average corporate pencil pusher, just like everybody else, honest. It's gonna take a while. It's just like me, for real. About you and Mr. Knight. Huh? And just when I thought we were making progress. Hey. So, Simeon, do you know Mr. Knight? Come on, you can tell me. But Bronco, yeah, I knew him. We were friends. Oh, is this another doomed yaoi? Interesting. I wonder if he knew that Knight had been arrested. Did you know that Mr. Knight has been arrested? Yeah, I even came to visit him. Came to see Knight. I wonder when that would have been. And when was that, Simeon? It was the day before yesterday, around lunchtime. And Kay's doing a good job. I came as soon as I got the call from the cops. The police called him. Why? How come the police called you? They said Bronco asked him to, that he needed a favor. A favor? Yeah, he wanted me to bring him his chess set. The pocket-sized one. So I went by his place and then I came here. There might have been something inside the chess set. We never opened it to see. A chess set? Is it just me, or is she getting better at stealing my thoughts? You do know everything you think is written all over your face, right, Mr. Edgeworth? Yeah, and I'm not a mind reader. Just an expression reader. Amazing, right? Don't you just love having a sidekick as helpful as me? And have you read what my next move is gonna be? I sure have! You're something you want to show, Miss Simeon. Indeed, let's present it to him, see what he has to say about it. What are we showing him? Oh, this. So this is the chess set. Oh, that's the one I brought for Bronco. Well, that settles that at least. Okay. Well, it was brought to him at request by Saint. Okay. Oh, we found it next to Mr. Knight. He always had to have a chessboard somewhere nearby. I'm not surprised he had it with him when he Simeon, you and Mr. Knight, you were very close, weren't you? Oh no. Yeah. We were best friends! At least I thought we were. Oh no! But I guess I was wrong about that. What do you mean? If I knew him so well, why was it such a shock for me to find out he had killed someone? It's not easy discovering that someone you're close to has committed a terrible crime. Very bitter pill to swallow indeed. How could it all end like this? I could never have imagined something so awful. Something's not right here, Mr. Edgeworth. There's just no way Simeon murdered Mr. Knight. Yes, he certainly doesn't seem to have an obvious motive. Then again, he wouldn't have been arrested for no reason either. I wonder what grounds they had for doing so. He found the body, probably. Yeah. Why were you arrested, Mr. Saint? I just don't get it. Why won't he talk to me? I don't know. Honestly, I don't. Whoa, he answered you, Mr. Edgeworth. I guess he's not scared of you anymore. Thank goodness for small miracles. The cops burst into my house this morning out of nowhere. And before I knew it, I was here. These policemen, were there a prosecutor with them? Yes. Some kid named the Winner or something. Wait, I want to see how old he is. 17! That little fucking 17-year-old be a prosecutor? There's no way. Oh my god, we're doomed. Oh my gosh, she's 26. Oh, perfect age. I think Athena 17. Oh, that's also right. I remember her being really young. I guess they did like Francisca as a 14-year-old run around the crime scene. So did they interrogate you yet? Well, what? I'm gonna be interrogated by the cops? Well, yeah, I mean, you've been arrested. You're a suspect now. No. Well, the detectives shout at me and threaten me, and oh, there are always these hulking guys, right? Who get in your face and force you to... Detective Dick Gumshoe reporting for duty. Ah! Okay, see? I told you. I don't need to be afraid of Gumshoe. He's a big softie. Someone let Pearl stand beside Phoenix. Oh, that's right. They fucking let Pearl in court. That's so funny. Your Honor, this is my emotional support child. Let her stand next to me, please. No, please. I'm calling the cops. What's up with this guy, Mr. Edgeworth? Oh, nothing, detective. You're just being you. I guess it's just how you are. I don't get it, sir. Look, Mr. Edgeworth, Simeon is clearly innocent. So there's gotta be something we can do for him, isn't there? Mr. Saint. Yes? You were Mr. Knight's friend, and 2 days ago you came to visit him. You had nothing at all to do with his murder, is my understanding correct? Yes, I didn't kill anybody. Very well, I will choose to believe you. And I will do all I can to assist you. Huh? But why would you help someone like me? Let's just say that I may not be doing it solely for your sake. I have something of a personal interest in this case. That's right. It's payback time. Let's show those two whose investigation reigns supreme. Okay, but we can't. We're not a defense attorney. We can't represent him. Time to beat a child. Time to fucking go beat up a 17-year-old. Oh yeah, now we're cooking. Fortunately, I still lack the authority to conduct said investigation. As such, my resources are rather limited, and I'll need to lean heavily on the ones I do have at hand. My god, go call Phoenix right now. Let him be his defense attorney. It means you, Mr. Saint. Your information will be invaluable going forward. In other words, let's see if we can't help one another out, shall we? Oh, I just thought of something. I'll just borrow an attorney's badge. Then you could represent our pal here. Now's not the time for jokes, Gummy. I mean, Mr. Edgeworth, the prosecutor. He couldn't defend anyone if his life depended on it. But I wasn't kidding. I just thought helping suspects, that's what a defense attorney does, you know? Sure, but we can do that too. The only thing that matters is that we find the real culprit. She doesn't know about Phoenix Wright. So come on, let's get to work. Yes, ma'am. I I'm sure you know already, but just to be clear, if our investigation ultimately proves you to be the culprit, we'll have no choice but to treat you like any other suspect. But you needn't worry. I believe you, or at least I have decided to try for now. Just hold tight and try to believe in us in return. If nothing else, it might help you feel a little less alone. Now, if you'll excuse me. She hasn't met her stepfather yet. Your life, your choices. What kind of a slogan is that? I didn't know this police station was pro-life. I mean, pro-choice. Sorry. So we talked a good game in there. We can't even get back inside the main prison to see the scene of the crime. Maybe defending the guy in court is our best bet after all. Gummy can't defend for his life, remember? He used to want to be a defense attorney before his whole father thing happened, before the DL6 incident. Well, who do we have here? Oh, not him again. If this isn't Edgeworth and the gang, what are you cats doing here? Team up time? Listen, pal, if you've come to harass Mr. Edgeworth again, I'll... Hey, easy there, Detective Flatfoot Sholmes. I'm here to work. Work? What, you're here to defend somebody? Whoa, the K-Meister nails it in one. Aren't you just the uber intelligence one of the bun? Uber intelligentes? That's not how you use either of those words, Fender. Some may say I'm an easygoing old rogue about town, but I'm actually not a half-bad attorney. This is why I've been summoned to the old jailer Rooney for a meeting with a new client. The suspect is one Simony Saintbury. You mean Simeon Saint? Wow, that's freaky. You know more about my job than I do. Wait, Mr. Edgeworth. Mr. Fender's a defense attorney. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? You suggested I cheat on Phoenix, right? I fear I might be. In fact, it could only be our only option. Not so long ago, I found myself embroiled in another case that wasn't mine. I managed to worm my way onto the crime scene by agreeing to be certain somebody's subordinate. Oh! The Franziska von Karma strat! Not an experience I'd ever wanted to repeat, but I fear I may have a little choice. Fender, this is awkward. Before you say another word, I just gotta point out to the fine print. Eddie Feder does not take on associates. Say it ain't so, I hear you protesting, but Pampa's prosecutors are a no-go. Especially those of the Von Karma variety. Hey, yo, what do you have against Von Karma? Excuse me. Should've known he wouldn't forgive me that easily. We should just give him... Is he homophobic? He sounds like he is. We should just give him the first Ace Attorney game for him to play through, and then he'll realize. I understand why you wouldn't want to work with someone like me. What's more, I understand how you feel about all things Von Karma. But please believe me when I say, I'm not the man I was back then. I'm no longer under my old mentor's spell. You better believe it, pal. Mr. Edgeworth's the changed man. Yeah, he literally put him in prison himself. Sure, he used to be the demon prosecutor. But he's not like that anymore. I do have feelings, detective. Gummy's right, Mr. Edgeworth's one of the good guys now. He's not just a prosecutor, he's a hero. Got me off the hook just last month. You don't say, well, that escalated quickly. But he was! There's no other word for it, he was heroic, great thiefly even. Please, Fender, don't you think there's something odd about the way the committee stepped in yesterday? There's more to this case than meets the eye, I'm certain of it. I just can't walk away from this. I can't. Please, allow me to help you with this. Oh, he's bowing. Oh! It's just like when Toshi bowed to Gintoki to help him save the Shinsengumi in Shinsengumi Crisis arc. Okay, my one Gintama reference is over. Cannot mention Gintama ever again today. Sheesh, a bow from the great Miles Edgeworth. Never thought I'd see the day, but here we are. So enlighten me, if you will. What made the leopard change his spots? Well, I suppose I would have to say the courtroom itself. I have experienced so many things and met so many people there within its four walls. including some old friends who showed me a better way to be. How could that not change a person? Well, I'll be... The old you would never have barred his soul like that. That was beautiful. Might have even surprised you know who. You know how much that takes. Tell you what, here's what we're going to do. We're going to start again with a clean slate. So, this is me. Edgeworth & Co. Law Offices. Eddie Fender, Senior Partner. Edgeworth... What? Hang on. Edgeworth? That's right, Mr. Fender here began his legal career as an assistant to my late... Oh, I forgot! That's right! Oh! Oh! Your dad was a defense attorney? That's what I said. So, the you-know-who Mr. Fender keeps talking about is... The clever K-Meister nails in one yet again. That's right, I was talking about his old man. Guess you all noticed I kept his name over the door, so to speak. Least I could do for old Gregory, really. Listen, Edgeworth, Miles, I'm gonna level with you here. I don't trust you, not fully anyways. Just can't forget about all those years you spent licking Von Karma's boots, you know? Anyone can say they've changed, I'm gonna need you to prove. Okay, here, why would you blame him? He was literally groomed by Von Karma! He was manipulated! As a child, what would you want him to do? He was a child without a dad! You didn't take him in! And besides, you know, it's what Gregory would have wanted. Very well, I accept. Okay, then that's enough hardball for one day. Let's move on to the fun stuff. Hereby appoint you interim associate of Edgeworth & Co. Edgeworth & Co. Congrats, man. I'll try not to let you down. Well, doesn't it bring a tear to the eye? The prodigal son coming on board at his late father's firm. Permission to come on board too, please, Mr. Fender. You don't even have to ask, kiddo. Welcome to the crew. Thanks, Captain. Alright, I guess it's time to go to work. So, where to begin? Any bright ideas? Where were you when we were so rudely interrupted? Well, I guess it's safe to say that probably wasn't a victim. Oh, the person who found his body. Okay, yeah. I believe we need to speak with the person who found the body. Just what I was thinking. Eager associate. We do indeed. Still the type to smile and nod, I see. That will certainly make my life easier, boss. Now that that's decided, let's get going. What about me? Ah, bring him too! Let him join too! I'm a detective. I can't just hop on board as an attorney's assistant like you guys. He has a point. I can't leave him adrift on his own now, can I? Detective Gumshoe, I have a special assignment for you. You are to continue investigating the case under Mr. Winner. If you happen to discover anything that seems useful, you are to notify me immediately. Oh, double agent? Look at those puppies. I know! You're in a uniquely powerful position, Detective, and I'm gonna need all the info you can pass our way. You can count on me, sir. I'm a real pro when it comes to letting things slip to the defense. He's done that so many times when we were Phoenix, right? Trust me, I know, but there's this once those loose lips of yours might be what saves our ship. Gold shoe. Throw wide the prison gates, good sir, because here we come. So, any idea how we track down whoever found the body? I think our best bet would be simply ask around. Oh, don't you dare! Hello? Who's this? Who is this? Excuse me, but... Oh, my, just look at you! Are you talking to me? Just fabulously chic, darling. Fabulously. Facial hair so very... Wait, huh? Don't you think? Can they stop speaking? Is that French? Enchante, mademoiselle. And much obliged. Defense attorney Eddie Fender at your service. Let's get things off to the right foot, shall we? A little embracer, perhaps. Oh, hoo, hoo, hoo. I like the sound of that. It's a fucking dog on her. Hey, yo! She fucking drained his life force. Right on the kisser. Oh no, mouth to mouth? Guys, there's children here. Well, how else does one greet a new friend? A little smooch is entirely... I'm not gonna try to pronounce those words. Don't you think? Wow, talk about stealing a kiss. Indeed, an act so shameless it puts even great thieves to shame. Oh, Edgeworth is disgusted. He hates straight people. Physical contact is so very important as a form of expression for our little family. Everyone in this lovely home will tell you as much. Hey, if everyone here else is hip to that, I could be hip to that too, sure. Fifi Lagarde, by the way. Warden of this charming abode. We call me Fifi, of course. Oh, the fucking dog is so funny! Dog, fox, I don't know, whatever the fuck this is. So, she's the warden of the entire detention center and prison facility, is she? I'ma dip out, bye y'all, God bless. Thank you so much for stopping by, Jonathan. I'm glad to be playing this game. Glad to have you here. Hope you have a good night. So, okay, so she's the warden. Pleasure to meet you, Miss Lagarde. Miles Edgeworth. Okay, wait, hang on. How old is she? 37. Hag. I am an associate with Mr. Fender's practice. I hope you don't mind me asking, but were you here in the prison yesterday? Oh, don't be silly, darling. Of course I was. Yesterday was a very important day, after all. Important in what way exactly? A big meeting of some kind, perhaps? A meeting? Oh, heavens no. I couldn't think of anything worse. No, yesterday the circus came to... The circus? They hired a circus as entertainment? There were clowns? We were there? Chat, you were here? You were at the crime scene? It was a simply spectacular event featuring some terrifically talented animals. Anyone had to be there. If you were here at home, you were watching the show with me. The performers set up a special stage in the yard just for us, and we are one very lucky family. I don't trust anybody that calls any place like a family, like a prison or like a work. How much budget does the police have? She paid all of this through her own pocket. She was at the circus performance for the inmates yesterday. Mr. Carcerato mentioned the show yesterday as well. He must have been talking about the same thing. What time did this show take place? From around 8 until 10, maybe? Yeah, something like that. Meaning it finished right around when the body was discovered. And by dint of having attended the show, she has a reasonably solid alibi. Oh, would you look at the time? Sorry, darlings, but I really must dash. Feel free to explore our home. Mikasa, Sukasa, and all that. Ciao for now. Don't leave. Oh, well now, Mr. Edgeworth. The person who found the body screamed, and that scream was heard by one inmate that we know of. Therefore, our first task is to question this inmate and see where his information will take us next. Oh! They even have ponies. This one's big enough to carry a small child. Isn't this great, Mr. Edgeworth? It's like being at the zoo. Except it's the humans, not the animals who live in captivity here. No one would mind if I took one home with me, would they? If by home you mean behind bars, then no, I suppose not. This fucking bird! There's no one in here. I took him to solitary, remember? I wonder when he'll be back. Be a while. I got the feeling he was in pretty serious trouble. Poor guy. Did you see the tears in his eyes? He really didn't want to go. Yes, the way they had to literally drag him away was certainly unusual for a simple timeout. I'm trying to think what kind of punishment he's facing right now. Yeah, the warden is sus. Ponies are so funny looking. Oh, it's a blurb about the guy in his cell. Let's see what it says. Prisoner number D259. Classification habitat. See cell to the right. Not exactly helpful, is it? This grizzly fella has a pet polar bear called Teddy. Or what? Oh my god, they're actually treating the prisoners like zoo exhibits here. Some inhumane shit is going on here. He's a former boxer who loves to stay trim and is always at optimum fighting weight. He may push his body to the max, but he's relentlessly kind to himself. Omnivore. What exactly is all this information for anyways? But they let people in like a zoo. They pay like rich people pay to come like visit them and laugh at all the inmates. There's something written here. It seems to be about the prisoner in the cell. Prisoner number D258. Classification Captivus Periculosus. He may look fearsome, but this lively fella is actually a sweet-natured herbivore. Always a vegetarian. He even has a pet penguin named Gwynny. He's skilled at giving such real gripping testimony. You'll swear you were there at the crime scene too. The end. Kind of thing you might expect to read in a zoo, not a prison. Something so dystopian about this. This feels so weird to me. Oh, the monkey! Monkey, monkey, monkey! It's a mini pig, I believe. Though not for eating, I hope. Isn't this great, Mr. Edric? It's like being at the zoo. Okay, she's gonna say the same thing. This bench has seen better days. It's covered in rust. Yeah, only cats were there to take a nap on there. And maybe Guppy. I fear you may be right. Look, Mr. Edric, there's a monkey! The monkey sound! Not something I ever expected to see in prison, I must say. Doesn't it look like fun? Not in the least. And while we're on the subject, you are not under any circumstance to climb on that structure. Do I make myself clear? But I have to show that monkey who's boss. Please, Kay, you really don't. But, monkey! Aw, the kitty's so cute, though. You can see the crime through the window in this door. Mr. Edward, you can't just shove your whole face in front of a window like that. You have to do it more sneaky-like. Steal a few good looks while keeping a lookout for your enemies. I'm not a criminal, Kay. Why would I have to behave like one? Yeesh, I was just trying to teach you my special sneak peek technique. Well, I have no need for any such technique. Thank you very much. This is a door to one of the workshops. Why do they have workshops in a prison anyways? They're for people to train in, for when they return to life in the outside world. But a dead body was found in one of them, right? So then it's not really doing a good job of helping anyone return to life, is it? I suppose that's another reason why we should aim to clear up this mystery as soon as possible. Kitty! You have a moment with a few questions. Oh, who's a good girl? You are. You're just perfect. Me anytime I see a cat. She really is. She's beautiful. Meow! He's finally noticed me, I think. What's her name? It's Waggy, ma'am. She's my little fur friend. Yes, right. As you were then. It's a basin for drinking from. It looks a little hard to reach. They need to come up with a more user-friendly design. Or perhaps it's for the animals? Did you ever think of that, Kay? This looks like the way to the prison yard. Sadly, the shutter is locked tight. Freedom awaits on just the other side. A stoic lock and key twixt mine eyes and nose in the outdoor breeze. Such a cruel fate it is indeed. The more I think about it, the more it eats at me. And whose thoughts are you attempting to channel exactly with that soliloquy? Why is there just a rabbit just... Isn't this great? Okay, no, she's saying the same thing to all the animals. Oops. I wonder where this door leads. Oh, I like how... Oh, you can't even see it, but like there's a light on top of this door and it's actually putting like a yellow hue on Edgeworth's sprite. Maybe that's where to keep the super duper dangerous prisoners. That's certainly a real possibility, in which case we better turn back. Wait, I was only kidding, you know. Okay, time to talk to this guy. About the person who found the body, do you happen to know where he is right now? Should be in one of workshops, I guess. Usually is at this hour. Oh, so the guy wasn't the one that found the body. The simian guy. Hello, anybody in there? Nice try, kiddo, but this isn't a bathroom stall. Yo, you there, could you help us out there, my good man? Yes, sir, what can I do? Somebody using this workshop right now? Yes, sir, one of their prisoners is in there. Just confirmed it myself during the noontime roll call. We'd like to speak to this prisoner if that's alright. Sure, I'll go fetch him right now, it won't take a sec. This one's all yours, mousy boy. What? Why? Just say I'd rather not roll the dice on someone I don't know, yeah? Huh, and I thought all adults were all supposed to be strong and brave. Well, you're not looking so brave yourself right now, so let's call it even. Here they come. Hello, hello, yes, hello. I don't trust him. Here you wish to speak with me? Not exactly the hardened criminal we were expecting, is he? My name is Miles Edgeworth. I'm a public prosecutor. Prosecutor, you say? Eddie Fender, attorney at law. What happened to being scared to handle this? Wasn't he one of the AA games? I'm trying to remember. He does look familiar. Prosecutor indeed, that'll be the day he's actually just an associate. Jeez, Miles, get a grip, will ya? Oh, he's right. I mustn't forget that I'm a defense attorney's assistant for the time being. Oh, that explains it. I did think you looked a little different from the prosecutor I spoke with yesterday. So he's already spoken to Winner. Would you mind answering a few questions? No, of course not. I'd be delighted. The name's Solid. Oh, yeah, he was in the game. Frank saw it. Yeah, he was a witness because he saw it. The witness is all yours, my young associate. Sure, have the intern do everything. Why not? Why is he in prison for? What did he do? Mr. Sawe, we were no doubt aware that a murder took place yesterday. Would you mind telling us where you were at the time the body was found? Yes, I was in that workshop there, working as one might expect. What kind of work were you doing? Well, I'm actually retraining at the moment, you see. I'm hoping to become a stylist. A pet stylist, that is. Yes, so I've been studying hard and practicing every moment I can. Unusual field of study befitting an unusual prison, I suppose. And that's it, I certainly didn't see anything. Interesting. I barely asked him anything at all and he's already sweating bullets. So, yeah, I'm afraid I won't be able to help you, sorry. He's from the first case on the first... Oh! I think, didn't he end up being the culprit? That's why he's here! Yo! Okay, yeah.
Hold it!
No, I'm the one who's sorry, Mr. Solid. For this interview has only just begun. Well, I mean, even if you were to ask me, You know something, don't you? It's that... He tried to frame Larry! I remember. He's definitely hiding something. I'll need to push him a little harder. Is this mine chest again? Oh, great. Okay, let me save, because it's actually been a while. I didn't see anything. I really can't help you, I'm afraid. Something tells me he'd be a good poker player. It's hard to tell much at all from his face. I don't think he'll be giving much in the way of physical cues either. I'll have to rely solely on his words instead. It's the only way I'll know what's going on underneath. Alright, time to make my first move. Okay. Okay, so we can't look at his sprite. Oh fuck, we're timed! I forgot. I was reading chat, bro. Tell me what's your connection to this incident. Which incident? The murder? Oh, well, it has nothing at all to do with me. Nothing. Really? I wouldn't dream of getting involved in anything as ghastly as that. Well, you see, how can I put this? I like to think of myself as an upstanding citizen, a good person, if you will. Oh yeah, is that why you're here, for murder? If you don't have anything asking, I do need to be going. Oh, wait, that was when I need to... Okay, I can't tell what his... Is it him stuttering? That's his tell? Yeah, when he pauses a lot. A good person who's in prison? Forgive me, Mr. Hart, but under normal circumstances, good people do not tend to end up in prison. And Edgeworth wouldn't know him because the first case, it was not Edgeworth as the prosecutor, it was Liam Payne. So you do have to tell me what you know about the incident. How many times do I have to tell you people? I mean, I don't know anything. You seem angry, Mr. Sowett. Surely you noticed that I have exactly where I want you. Is that not it? Oh my god, he's a hard one. He's a hard one to understand. Oh, well, okay. Really? Okay, I have to start from the beginning. Under normal circumstances, good people... Okay. That's... So you do well to tell me what you know about the incident. How many has to tell you people? I mean, I don't know anything, I swear. Sorry, I don't know what more to say, but I can't help you. My apologies. But considering that the incident occurred right here in the prison, I find it very hard to believe that you know nothing at all. Oh, well, I mean, yeah, I suppose I can see how it might... Like, unlikely, but it's true. You're looking for the person who found the body, you have to look elsewhere. Oh, we never mentioned that's why we were looking for you, dumbass. Why do you think I'm looking for the person who found the body? I certainly never mentioned anything to you. It's because you do know something and you're not telling me after all. No, I just sensed that... I need to read this faster. I just sensed that... So you might be looking for her, and after all, I'm simply a pet stylist in training. I don't know anything truly. No doubt about it now, this man is hiding something big. In which case, let's find out what he did yesterday, the day of the incident. Tony is very good at hiding his true feelings, but not for long. Okay. Tell me about the day of the incident. If you really don't have anything to do with the murder, then you have nothing to hide, right? Well, the day of the incident... Oh gosh, I mean, so much happened. What were you doing? I want to know what you were doing, Mr. Sowett, in detail. Told you I'm a pet stylist in training. That's what I was doing yesterday, training. Specifically, I was giving the animals a trim. You didn't notice any commotion at the time of the incident? I would imagine things were suddenly quite tumultuous around here. Well, commotion you say? Not really, but I heard someone, but... Were they screaming? Heard someone. Was there someone screaming by any chance? Don't try to tell me you don't remember. You continue to assert that you know nothing about the incident, Mr. Sowett. I'm afraid I don't believe a word of it. Okay, that was right for some reason. Gah! No, I thought I heard someone yelling, but I don't really remember. The fact that he heard a scream at the time of the murder made... Okay, so he heard a scream. Tell me about the incident again. How were things in the prison? What was it like there in the prison yesterday morning? I really don't remember. I don't have the best memory. But you said you heard a scream. You remember, please. You literally just confirmed that you heard a scream. Oh, but I might have been mistaken. The truth is, I really don't remember. Memory fails you yet again. How convenient. I know you're lying, though. How dare you talk to me like... I mean, I'm not lying. Oh... I have to stay quiet when he gets angry. I get it. Look, if you must know, when I'm working with the animals, I get into the zone. They're all I see. I do understand you have something of a talent for animal grooming them. Oh, just like Infinity Nikki. Well, my scissors technique could use a little work, but I'd say I'm quite good with the animals. They seem to like me. I'm especially good at calming them down when they get scared. Scared? And when exactly do they get scared? Surely it doesn't happen very often. Well, no, thankfully it doesn't. A scream would certainly scare them. Quickly change a different outfit. A scream would certainly frighten the animals, wouldn't they? Why are you going to such lengths to deny having heard the scream? What is it you're hiding, Mr. Solid? Tell me. Gah! I can assure I'm not hiding anything. I'll admit I did really hear somebody scream. I'm not hiding anything, I promise. Mask is finally beginning to crack. Now to shatter it completely by asking about the scream itself in more detail. You're about to learn a painful lesson, Mr. Solid, that hiding things from me never ends well for my opponent. When did you hear the scream? When did you hear the scream? Oh, wait, now I remember. I forgot about the show. They put on a show for us prisoners around the time of the incident, you see. Yes, performing animals. If I remember rightly, that's where I was in the morning. So now you wish to claim that you didn't hear a scream because you were at the show. Do you realize that goes completely against everything you've told me so far? What are you gonna do about it, huh? Somebody is fucking mad. The animal show really had to be seen to be believed. It did it? Tell me, what kind of animals did you see? Like a whale? You weren't actually at the show, were you? You were nowhere near the show. Gah! Well, I seem to remember being there, but maybe I was, maybe I wasn't? It's clear Mr. Star wasn't at the show. This feels like a vital clue. Okay. Who did you hear this from? Very sus. Wait. I just realized I made a mistake. When the incident happened, I was out in the yard. Yes. So I didn't hear anyone screaming. No one at all. Okay, yeah. You just told me you were at the fucking show. You weren't there. How long are you planning to keep up with the lies? I already know you weren't at the show. Gah! Game's up, Mr. Solid. It's high time you told me the truth. I demand to know about the scream now. I can't tell you what I don't know. I didn't hear any scream, not from the person who found the body. Who mentioned anything about the person with the body? How curious. Most people would assume that the scream had come from the victim. So then why do you think it came from the person who found the body, huh? I made a mistake, that's all. How, Mr. Sour? How did you know that it was the person that found the body who screamed? Unless you were the one that found the body? It's because you're the one who found the body! Shall I tell you, you knew it because you found the body. And the scream that was heard when the incident occurred didn't come from the victim. It came from you! Get chest! How did you... It's true, I admit it, but... What gives you the right to treat people like this? Checkmate. Mind chest over, let's go! Now that we've established that you were the one who found the body, Mr. Sawit, I believe you have lost any standing you might have had to withhold your cooperation. Alright, you win. But I'm sure I won't have anything useful to tell you. It probably isn't even worth your time. It's not for you to decide. But by my hand, the truth will be revealed. Every decision I make is to ensure that end. Except that's not what we're here to do, is it? What do you mean? We're not trying to expose the truth. We're trying to save Simeon. That's what we do now, remember? We work to get our client out of trouble. Not as a prosecutor, but as a defense attorney's assistant. What the K-Meister said. You need to listen to the kid more, you know? Client has requested the service of Edgeworth & Co. And as your old man always said, your relationship with your client comes before everything else. If you think Mr. Shang's well-being is taking a backseat to some quest for the truth, well, let's just say I don't like to fire people, so I need you to fight against your instincts a little harder, yeah? Okay, so yeah, Kane was actually right that he literally cannot defend a person for his life. This will take some getting used to. In any case, the importance of this man's testimony remains unchanged. Therefore, Mr. Solid, I'm asking once more, what happened when you found the body? Oh, here we go. Old habits die hard, yeah. Break him. I was in that workshop there by myself, practicing what I learned. I don't remember how, but I found myself in front of the door to the other workshop. I happened to peeking through a little window. And then I saw him lying there, a man, not moving, dead. I quailed and frightened and found myself screaming in sheer terror. Let me get this straight. The U-arming is next to the one where the corpse... There's no way he could have saw the body from the window. Like, there's no way. That does not work. The body was here. Unless he was, like, looking at... You still can't see the body from that angle. No, there's no way. I was in workshop B. You were there the whole day? Yes, from 7 AM roll call onwards. There are 3 roll calls a day, you see. 7, noon, and then 9 PM. And they check who's in the workshops during roll call, correct? That's right. Nothing was reported to be amiss at 7 AM, which means that Knight's body wasn't in the workshop yet at that point in time. Okay, victim's body had not been found at the time of the 7 AM roll call. Yes, that means the murder took place after 7 AM. Which was it right around the time the show was happening? Yes, the show. I remember the other prisoners going to see it. And therefore, anybody who wasn't at the show has no alibi. That'd be a fair assessment, Mr. Solid. I guess so, but I only found the body, I swear. A clear contradiction, Mr. Solid's testimony. Rooting it out should be my first priority. I was in that workshop there by myself, practicing what I learned.
Hold it!
What exactly were you practicing? How to be a pet stylist, of course. I'm a model prisoner, after all. So he keeps saying. Okay, that's not important.
Hold it!
You found yourself there? Really? That's right, and then I found myself peeking through the little window in the door. Why'd you think to do that? Gosh, I don't know. I just found myself doing it, really. Clearly weren't concentrating on our work then. No, that's not true. I'm a model prisoner. It's just all the other prisoners had gone to watch the show. I guess, well, I was kind of lonely. Like being stuck at school after everybody else has gone home, huh? Yes, exactly like that. Anyways, I found myself in front of the door to the other workshop.
Hold it!
Does that mean you didn't get a good look inside? No, I couldn't. The window was not only small, but it had bars over it, you see. Not exactly a panoramic view. Just so the guards can check what's going on, right? That's right. Yes, you're a very knowledgeable young lady. You bet. I guess you could say I know a little something about prisons now, too. I'll have to remind myself to address this newfound interest later. Anyways, yes, I peeked in through the little window. Saw him lying there, a man not moving dead. Okay, there's no way he saw it. There's no fucking way. You tell right away it was a man or a woman? Clearly a man. His physique, his clothes. Also very clear that he was dead. But tell just by peeking through the little window. Look, let's just say this isn't my first dead body. Yeah, because I've killed someone before. What? You mean you were in prison for? To my internal shame, yes. This was, however, the first time I seen another person's handiwork up close, so... Who would have thought, yeah.
Hold it!
Do you recall how exactly you screamed? Any words you might have used? No, I only remember that I screamed. Folks don't tend to remember much when they're busy crying out in terror, Miles. Exactly, so yes, I screamed. That's all I remember. He presents himself as an innocent bystander, but nothing could be further from the truth. Okay. Okay. It's okay. Do we have evidence that shows the layout of the prison? That's the only thing I can think of right now. It's a contradiction, but I don't know if that's for now or later. Let's see. Oh no, the alarm would have... If he... Because the alarm would have... Would it not? Yeah! But this also shows the layout. So which one should I... Put myself in front of the door. I think, wait. I think we do the alarm thing first.
Objection!
Oh, it was right. Oh! Enough of these pathetic lies, Mr. Sawed. I'm afraid you've rather lost sight of what you are. What I am? I know precisely what I am. I'm a former newspaper salesman who's trained to be a pet stylist.
Hold it!
Well, that's not all you are, is it? Or did you forget the bracelet you're wearing around your wrists? A bracelet that marks you as a prisoner and therefore unable to move around as you please. As we both know, stepping outside that door would have sounded an alarm. Well, that's... There's no way you could have looked into the other workshop without leaving the room you were in. Ooh wee, stylishly done, Edgeroo. Well, doesn't this mean that Mr. Sawyer couldn't have found the body then? Good question. Perhaps Mr. Sawyer himself can explain. So actually, I may have forgotten to mention one very important detail. Sorry about that. I can explain exactly how I was able to see the body if you like. By all means, go ahead. And now we point out the body's position. There's a little trick we prisoners know about, you see. As long as you leave your bracelet inside the door, you can lean out without triggering the alarm. That's how I was able to peek through the window into the workshop next door. Inside, I spotted the victim's dead body, which made me scream in fright. So he's saying he was able to take a look next door because he had kept his arm inside workshop B as he leaned out. Please don't tell anyone about a little trick, especially not the guards, please. Okay, there's no way. Is this it? Is this all he was hiding? Better dig a little deeper into his testimony. Okay, we gotta press more for more information, I think.
Hold it!
Tell me something more about this trick. Of course, it's quite simple, really. Oh.
Hold it!
I suppose it's allowed to enjoy a little taste of freedom. It does. To be honest, it's one of the few things that brings me joy anymore. Another surprising source of joy, but rule breaking isn't exactly a demonstration of remorsefulness, is it? Oh, but I am remorseful. I always am. I'm a model prisoner, after all. He's up to something. I'm beginning to suspect he doesn't know what a model prisoner actually is. So I used this trick to peek through the window. That's right. I made sure the guard wasn't looking and leaned out into the corridor.
Hold it!
Why did you make so much of an effort just to take a look? Well, you see, I heard noises coming from next door. And that room was supposed to be empty, so I thought it was strange. You went to look as soon as you heard these noises? Yes, of course. I didn't see what was going on, so I went right away. I see. There is a problem. There is a big fat problem, though. Claim that you looked into the next room as soon as you heard some noise. If that's the case, you must have seen more than just a dead body. Because the person who made the noises should have been in there too. Oh, that's right. Right, there was somebody else there. That's, got him quaking in his boots, Mr. Edward. Shisawa, tell us the truth of what you saw. You do, of course, have the right to remain silent, but it will do little to dispel the notion that you were somehow involved in this crime. I'm sorry. I did see something else, but it's too insane to believe. I really thought I might have dreamed it, but that's why I wasn't sure if I should mention it. Is it a fucking dog? Just tell us what you saw. Alright, it was that dog. And what I saw is the stuff of nightmares. That huge black dog had sunk his terrible teeth into the victim's throat. What? What did you say? It was hellish, utterly hellish. That beast, that awful beast, he killed him. Suddenly, I don't feel so good. Jeepers creepers, that's awful. Talk about traumatizing. It was dreadful, horrible. Now you know why I couldn't help but scream. There's a man-eating dog in a prison's animal population, is there? I don't think he was biting the throat. I think he was trying to get his neck brace off or something. Something else happened. That really is everything. I promise you believe me, don't you? For now, this one seems too far-fetched to lie even for you. I'd like you to append what you just told us to your testimony if you don't mind. Very well. which made me... Did I press on this? I think I did. Oh, I didn't press on this.
Hold it.
Much you remember about the man you saw. I remember everything. Let's see. He had blonde hair and his neck was covered in blood because he was dead. Yes, we know that, Mr. Sawed. Thank you very much. Just tell you what I saw. I thought your attorneys were obsessed with little details. There's some serious venom behind those words. Something tells me he may not have had the best experience with defense attorneys. Yeah, Phoenix Wright was on his ass. I think you understand his pain, Metroid.
Hold it.
You're sure this black dog was biting the victim's throat? Yes, there was blood everywhere. The beast's mouth was dripping with it and... Whoa, 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 whoa. Spare us the gory details, will you? What about the victim? Was he... Don't say it! Don't say it! Do you really think to ask that, Mr. Edgeworth? Oh, okay, Kate. What was that punch for? I'm on your side here. He wasn't moving at all. He was just lying there. Meaning he was already dead. Yeah, I think what killed him was the blunt force trauma to the back of his head or something. There's so much blood just oozing from his neck. Oh, he was dead as a doornail, I'm sure of that. Not even the twitch of a finger, just lifeless. Enough already. Why do you have to go into every little detail like that? Can I add what I said to my testimony? Please do. Okay. It was awful, I tell you. Terrible. Okay. Saw his ring gleaming as I caught the live feature snowflake motif. How were you able to see that? Wait a second.
Hold it.
You paint a very vivid picture. Well, I had a front row seat, I suppose. I could almost feel the agony of the poor man's final moments. I think I'll be getting any sleep tonight, Mr. Edgeworth. You won't? Well, that's unfortunate. Yeah, and it's all your fault for pressing in for more gory details. We need the details, guys. I'll be having nightmares tonight myself. It's all still fresh in my memories.
Hold it.
A snowflake motif in relief. You seem to have very clear memory of this ring. Well, I used to go door to door selling newspaper subscriptions, you see. I don't take people in at a glance, their appearance, their mood, that sort of thing. Figuring out who actually you're dealing with is the first step in any sale. And oh, I know, to rob them afterwards? So in this case, you were figuring out a corpse. Can I say, force of habit? One that served me very well in my sales career, if I do say so myself. Even so, you seem to have remembered things to an uncanny level of detail. I suppose, nevertheless, it's true. I remember the ring, the relief, all of it. What he's saying even possible though. No, because the ring was covered by the tarp! Has to take after their owner. Something? Okay, blah 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 blah. Yeah. No. No. He couldn't have saw the ring, this bitch. He couldn't have saw it, this lying bitch. Yeah, see? His hand was covered! Oh, ooh!
Objection!
Got him! A ring with a snowflake relief? Yes, I saw it clear as day. It was carved in such fine detail. Interesting. Your testimony is certainly very accurate. In fact, I say it's just a little too accurate. And what's wrong with being too accurate? I mean this. You testified to having seen a ring with a snowflake design on it. And while the victim did indeed have a ring on his finger, see? Exactly as I said. There's no way you could have seen it. Take a look at this photograph. As you can see, the victim's right hand was covered by a tarp. It would have been impossible for you to see his ring, let alone what design was on it. Unless, that is, you approached the body and removed the sheet. You told us earlier that you only took a look through the window and the door. Yet you seem to have seen quite a lot from such a disadvantaged location, Mr. Sawit. Who the heck do you think you are, Mr. Big Shock, acting like you know it all? I mean, I saw what I saw, I swear. Oh, I know, the man's arm. It must have moved under that tarp after I peeked in. Nonsense, you already told us that can't have been the case. It wasn't moving at all. You said it yourself that the victim was already dead, and dead men don't move, do they? Oh wee, is that the stench of... was desperation I smell? What are you hiding, Mr. Solid? Tell us. No, you're wrong. I know what I saw. Ugh. Oh, I forgot! He's bald! You couldn't let it go, could you? Had to keep on poking and prodding. You slimy tube and associate attorney! Seems the real Mr. Soma has finally revealed himself. Oh, that's quite the rug he was rocking. Came straight at you like some kind of flying black cat. Look, I'm just a sweet innocent witness here. But are you really? Because I must say I have doubts, very serious doubts. What's that supposed to mean? You saw something that should have been impossible to see from outside a workshop. So, how did you do it? That's simple. Mr. Shari, this is where you were standing when you saw the body. Was he in the workshop? Was he in the workshop? He must have been in there, right?
Take that.
The gloves prove it. Yeah, it could be his gloves. You're right. I didn't think of it. I was assuming since every prisoner had those gloves. You were in the same room as the body. That's the only way you could have seen the relief on the ring. He only has one with him. Oh right, he does only have one. But I mean, you know, maybe I just give them the benefit of the doubt too much. I was like, maybe the other one's like further in and only one is poking out. Say what you want, but you don't have a shred of evidence, do you? Nothing to prove I was in the room with them. No, now is where the glove comes into handy. You can't prove it, can you? Because I was in the next room over, minding my own business and looking after the animals. Why else would I have signed out a pair of... Oh! Here, yeah, why else would this pair... Here it is. Why would I set out a pair of rubber gloves? For fun? Now put up or shut up. I want to see evidence that was proves I was in the room with the body. If you insist, my guy.
Take that.
Remind me, Mr. Solid, what were you doing when you discovered the body? How many times do I was practicing my pet styling techniques. Of course, then perhaps this rubber glove might mean something to you? This glove was found by the victim's body. I believe it was dropped by the killer. And I can't help but notice that you have a similar glove tucked into your apron. No, this one's different.
Hold it.
Yes, that one does seem awfully lonely, doesn't it? It's just a rubber glove. There are hundreds of them all over the prison. This doesn't prove anything. Not yet, perhaps, but if you were to ask the police to check this glove for prints, I have a feeling the results would be rather fascinating. Oh! Got his ass. It's over. What the? That was a pretty rad objection, am I right? Please, Fender, now's not the time for tomfoolery. But I have a legit objection because this isn't over. There's something that still doesn't make sense. Our man here is a prisoner, right? He's got one of those bracelet doohickeys on. Yeah, that's right! The door alarms! That's true, so how could have left his workshop in the first place? His bracelet would have triggered the alarm if he tried. Right, we don't have a good explanation for that yet. Well, anything you'd like to share, good buddy? We're all friends here. That's weird. He should be clinging onto that bracelet like the big round lifesaver it is. In what way? As in, it's the best hope our wig-flinging friend here has for getting off the hook for murder. Sorry, can't get into the crime scene with a bracelet on. If it was me, I'd be arguing that for my life. And yet, he hasn't said a peep about it. I wonder why that might be, huh? Is he trying to escape? Is he planning to escape? Sound of silence. I suppose Miss Law Priestess did preach that silence is golden yesterday. Wow, you sounded like an actual attorney for a second there. The worst of times are when lawyers calmly show our biggest smiles. Gregory taught me that. It was part of the attorney's code he lived by. So, friend, what's the dealio? Why so coy about your bracelet? Well, to tell you the truth, it's broken. Broken? I fell over a little while back, you see, and hit it on the floor. If it's that easy to break, why are they all not broken yet? After that, it didn't seem to set the sensors off anymore. I should have told the guards about it, I know, but well, it was awfully convenient. I see, so your bracelet is broken. I mean, it's pretty easy to test that right now. Did they really break that easily? If so, then this prison has a serious security problem. That's what I said! Oh. You there, could you have a moment? Aren't you just the cutest? How can I help you, sir? The prisoner's bracelet appears to be broken. What? Really? That's not good. I'll get someone to find a replacement right away. Thank you. We'll keep hold of a broken one for the time being. Okay. Could not be detected by the sensors. Of course, sir. I trust you'll take good care of it. Sweet. Bracelet sorted. Now to turn our murderer in, yeah? What? No, I didn't kill anybody. Oh there, Palio. You were the one who said your bracelet was out of commission. Were there other free inmates freely roaming the halls while everybody was busy watching the show? No, I just found the body, that's all, I promise. And when I did, that enormous dog still had his mouth wrapped around the poor man's neck. I only went into the workshop after the beast had left. And why did you go in? Well, oh fine, I wanted to go through his pockets, okay? I was going to rob the corpse. There was so much for model prisoner. That explains why he remembers Knight's ring in so much detail. Hey, why are you looking at me like that? I'm a great thief. I never stoop so low as to steal from a... I didn't steal anything either. The show ended just after I entered the room and all the other inmates came trickling downstairs after. I panicked, rushed back to the other workshop and started my fake screaming. And dropped the glove in your haste, huh? I guess this all just about hangs together. Anything smells funky to you, Miles? Other than whether Mr. Saw is the one who did it, I say one very significant question still remains. The question of how Knight made it into the prison proper from his holding cell in the detention center. Yeah, that was a doozy. I also can't help but wonder about another key feature of Mr. Solid's testimony. The dog. That dog's involvement can only mean one thing. Mr. Solid, yes? What is it? Were you the only prisoner who didn't go watch the show? Well, no. There was one other who didn't. Am I right in thinking that this person couldn't have watched the show even if he wanted to? Yes, how did you... I knew it. I had my suspicions when we first ran into that black dog yesterday, but this confirms it. Oh yeah, who owns the dog? For a criminal that dangerous to end up in a place like this is unbelievable, but... Where is this person? Is this the killer? You're gonna see him? Who are we talking about here? Him. He's not like the other prisoners, you know. He's special. Oh, fuck! Is it Von Karma? Is Von Karma here? But you didn't hear that from me. I'll say if you value your life, you'll stay well away from him. What? Will you please stop trying to scare us all the time? The big cheese, huh? Well, I for one definitely value my life, so that sucks. They keep him in maximum security. It's either the killer or Von Karma, which is over there. Oh, the door's open. Maximum security. Well, that's certainly one way of treating someone differently. Alright, quit being so mysterious. Tell her who he is already. Okay, it's not Von Karma. I don't think it's Von Karma. Because I think we visited Von Karma in prison in one of the Ace Attorney games. Let's say he's highly skilled when it comes to people's lives, better than anyone, in fact. You know, that's all I'm prepared to say on the subject. In fact, I may have already said too much. Well, Misley, anything you care to share? Or are you going to leave K9 in the dark here, too? A mysterious man in maximum security is an old acquaintance. Let's go pay him a visit. I suspect we'll find our dark K9 friend there, too. How did he get caught then? I don't think it's the killer either. I just can't think of who it was. Who can be. Wow, it's pitch black in there. I can't see a thing. Didn't you say that Yatagarasu takes flight even in the dead of night or something? Even in the depths of night, when no other bird dares to take flight, one alone soars to shine the light of righteousness on the world's blight. And that one is me, for I'm the great thief Yatagarasu. Woo, you're one powerful performer. Thanks, but that doesn't help me see in the dark. I'm a human, not a three-legged raven. What's the dog's bell? Oh my god, that's scary. Ah, Mr. Edgeworth. That voice. I knew it. Has been far too long. You remember me? Could hardly forget now, could I, after all? You are the one who put me away. Mr. Edgeworth, are you talking to that dog? There's something else in there. I can't see a thing. Oh, but I am forgetting myself. Forgive me. I do not often receive visitors. One moment. Who the hell is this dude? Oh, hello, Megamind? You are a heavy-footed lot. Am I right in thinking there are 3 of you in all? Very well, perhaps we should start by introducing ourselves. I am Bodhiyarma Canis. As you may have gathered, Mr. Edgeworth and I are old acquaintances. Professor X. Canis was a notorious assassin. Some knew him as the blind, but hey, yo, he's kind of cool. It's fucking Agent 47. His only weapons were a vicious hunting hound and a fearsomely sharp knife. His appearance was always announced by the sound of bells. Oh, that's ominous. The last sound his victims would ever hear. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, am I to guess why you have come to see me? You know why I'm here. In fact, I'm willing to bet you know every detail of this sordid little affair already. Then I suppose we have nothing to hide from one another. Oh, shit. Scary. Aww! They're best friends! I'm glad they let him keep his dog in prison. Your faithful canine friend is currently the chief suspect in a murder investigation. The person who found the body saw a dog with his mouth around the victim's throat. Your witness is mistaken. Owen is a gentle soul. He is my eyes, nothing more. Oh! He does have like a harness on him for like blind people. Or like, you know, as a guide dog. But they let him keep one of his weapons, yeah. It is absurd to think that he would do such a thing, isn't it, boy? Yes, it is. You're such a good boy, aren't you? Helmut is more than a mere seeing eye dog, and he's certainly no good boy. He's also a trained killer. Yeah, that's crazy he let them keep the dog! A weapon once used in his man's sordid trade. This witness of yours, he is trustworthy, I assume. Sawwood is anything but trustworthy. He's still very much a suspect himself. I can hardly claim that his testimony is beyond reproach. I know then, I thought as much. Yes, I did, Helmut. Yes. I figured that he already knew who our witness is. Okay, yeah, so what's your alibi? What were you doing between 8 and 10 a.m. yesterday morning, Mr. Canis? During the show, you mean? I was here, ensconced in these humble surroundings. I have developed a passion for wood carving, you see? An obsession, even. I was engrossed in it all morning. They let him have a knife? And you can have permission to engage in such a hobby? I can't believe someone would actually let you. The warden and I have an understanding. Oh, they're sleeping together. An understanding? That's ridiculous. This man shouldn't be allowed one, let alone 5 chisels. He likes chess, he did it. There's nothing but lethal weapon in his hands. I was carving Buddhist pieces at first, but by the 674th, my interest had begun to wane. Whoa, that must have taken forever. Time is all I have, child. In any case, my focus has now shifted to pieces such as these. Oh shit, the Cerberus piece. Wow, I didn't know you played chess. You play too, do you not, Prosecutor? Perhaps one day you might indulge me. Though you may find my game rather rudimentary, I only began after my arrival here, I'm afraid. What's that piece? A dog with 3 heads? Ah yes, the dogs of war. You must forget my little joke. Chess is, after all, a game of war. Soldiers, knights, castles, all doing their utmost to protect the king. All loyal to the last. I've always thought it was strange that such a game has no place for a dog. After all, what more loyal weapon could an army call upon? Still, it's simply a piece I made for fun. Fear not, I play by the regular rules, and with the regular pieces. Can't imagine it's easy finding opponents to play here in prison, though. Oh, I have my correspondence. Correspondence chess, then. Sharing moves by post? Yes, even prisoners are allowed to send and receive letters. Oh, it's probably that guy that died. It's probably Knight. Their contents are expected, of course. Although, I have yet to receive the details of my current opponent's next move. It's because he's dead! Dog chess piece. Why is that irrelevant? Card for fun by Canis. He also seems to be engaged in correspondence with chess via postal mail. Oh, I forgot to check this. I wonder if we can open this. Hurry up and open that class. It's a murder investigation. Okay, please. Even your heart must skip a beat when you're about to open a mystery box. Now all of us think I do, okay? Thankfully. Okay, that looks pretty normal. These are chess pieces, right? These ones you have in your office. So how come these are black and white? Most chess pieces are. The ones in my office are custom made. As in they're unique and probably valuable? I like the sound of that. She's got that glint in her eyes. She better not be planning a robbery. Okay, there's nothing special about the chessboard then. Unless there's a secret compartment in the pop here. Which I think there is the case, but we have to find out that information first. Current opponent isn't a resident. What did he say? Isn't current opponent isn't a resident here. It probably is Knight, right? Ask aloud. Suppose you know the identity of the deceased, Mr. Caddis. His name was Bronco Knight, was it not? Poor unfortunate soul. You keep your ears to the ground. My ears are all I have, Mr. Edgeworth. Why am I not surprised that he's plugged into the prison's information network? Perhaps he was not so unfortunate after all. What do you mean? Mr. Knight's crime was a grave one, a crime for which he would have been made to pay dearly anyways. The attempted assassin of a president, that is no small matter. That's not what his crime is. Attempted assassination. Wait, Mr. Edgeworth, didn't Mr. Knight? Yes, we proved that he murdered his team leader. There was no attempt on the president's life. Could it be? Are they attempting to cover up President Wan's fake assassination scheme? Whoa there, Cowboy. You're saying the Bronxer didn't actually have a pop at the... There is a conspiracy! Oh my god. Okay, wait. What if he was killed because he wanted to reveal the truth? I don't know. I was hired to attempt to defend him on the charge of attempted murder. You mean you don't know what really happened? That's why they wanted Edgeworth on the case! Because he knew the truth! They don't want Edgeworth here because he knows what's really happened. So what, they just blamed the whole assassination thing on Mr. Knight? It would explain why the committee was so keen to get involved. Of course, they took you off the trace to try and keep you away. And swapped in that wiener kid. The wiener kid! To put through an attempted murder charge. In other words, they're trying to cover up the truth. So they really were trying to frame him. According to the guards, this Knight, was it? They tell me he was violently insistent that he had attempted no assassination, which would have come out anyways when the case went to trial. I am no expert in legal matters, but Allow me to say this one thing. I know for a certainty that he would not have been the first inmate imprisoned on false pretense. Oh my god, they're all in on it. The warden too, they're all in on it. An uncomfortable fact, but a fact nonetheless. Yes, Hellman, yes it is. The courtroom is not always the bastion of truth you believe it to be, Mr. Edgeworth. No bastion of truth, huh? I've heard something to that effect before. Yes, from a certain Interpol agent who doesn't have much faith in... Oh man, he's thinking about... he's thinking about the alpha male. No! You're not twisting the truth behind those closed courtroom doors too, are you? Fueled by that kind of thinking, is it any wonder that courts produce nothing but falsities and lies? Sorry, but the truth doesn't need the likes of you to distort it today. I miss him. I never was able to fully dispel his mistrust of prosecutors. Even Helmut understands, don't you, Helmut? Yes, you do. Oh, like Helmut? Like Hell Dog? I get it. I get his name. Oh wow, they're so funny, Ace Attorney. The truth revealed in court and your deductions, it is dangerous to trust either implicitly. But I am not bitter. You are not the first to make me a subject of unfounded suspicions in recent... Did Edgeworth get him locked up on false charges? Oh no, and because that was when he was still like One Karma. In fact, I was visited by another prosecutor only yesterday. He was accompanied by a judge. They even dragged the warden along, her distaste for me lingering unspoken in the air. Not those two again. Charged for tax fraud. Prosecutor Winner and Judge Gavel. I think you mean Prosecutor Wiener. They went over my cell with a fine-tooth comb, but they left empty-handed. We're looking for the murder weapon, I believe, but to no avail. But I mustn't take it personally. Rumor has it that they searched every cell in the prison and still failed to find out what they were looking for. I pray they weren't too disappointed. Okay, well, I guess they're actually actively trying to look for the murderer. Winner, Gavel, and the warden searched the prison for the murder weapon, but couldn't find it. Well, that posed more questions than it answered. What do we do now? As always, testimony is flimsy at best. I'll need more proper evidence if I want to take Canis on. Well, I think that's quite enough chit-chat for one day. Oh, but we'll show you out. Good boy, Helmet. Go on now. Okay, another very serious security risk. Okay, if animals can open the cell doors at will, why can't he just slip out when the dog opens up? Because, like, look. Look at how big that door is for the dog. Let's get out of here, come on. Until next time, Mr. Canis. It does pain me that our brief time must end just as we were becoming reacquainted. No wonder the dog hates— oh, that's right, because he put— yeah, the dog hates him. Turns out he wasn't homophobic. Okay! She's a monkey. Now to gather the evidence I need to bolster my case. Hey, Mr. Edgeworth! That's the vice hiding spot you could find? It's alright, okay, you can come down now. Where's Fender? Oh, he ran off somewhere. I had no idea he could move that fast. Ugh, Fender. So what do we do now? You and I will continue the investigation, and I know just where to start. By solving that one particular mystery that's been dogging us this whole time. His body was found in one of the prison workshops, but he was presumably being detained in one of the detention center's holding cells. So how did he wind up on the other side of the heavy security doors? Let's start by investigating the holding cells. And Mr. Knight's room, right? But what about Fender? I'm sure he'll find us when he's ready. Sure, but he is kind of our boss, isn't he? Oh well. The victim cell is just over there. Lead the way, Mr. Edward. I have just about had it. Oh, who's that? Oh, Warden Lagarde. She must have come from the corridor marked no entry. He's still not talking, ma'am. Even with the evidence you borrowed from the precinct? Nope, and I tried so many times I've lost count. What am I supposed to do? I can't send in a blank report. I guess the killer for hire was always gonna be tough nut to crack. Killer for hire? Oh! I couldn't help overhearing. Warden Lagarde, but were you just talking about Waterharma Canis? My! You were listening? How very gosh of you. Girl's privacy is her armor, you know. You normally conduct interrogation of the man yourself? Oh, it's not just him, darling. I try to have the occasional... What? With everyone, you see. It's what it means to be a member of the family in this little home of ours. Oh, you mean the home where you keep the people locked up in cages like animals? Yeah. There isn't a person who hasn't made the pilgrimage to my office at least once. My office? How sweet! He's angry for an invite. Well, I suppose it is the hottest ticket in town. Down this corridor here, darling, but FYI, don't let just anybody wandering willy-nilly. Hang on a second. Is this her office? Is this her office? She could have smuggled in the body. I'm just saying. That would put it right around here. Oh wait, no, that's her office. What the fuck is this? Oh, this is the courtyard. Oh, this is where they had the circus. Oh, I think the circus was important or something. I think it was. Oh man, wait a second. It had something to do with the okay, we'll find out soon. Who wouldn't want a view of my fabulous garden and the yard? The yard, if it's anything like the rest of the place, it's probably full of adorable animals, right? Can I see? Holding updated, okay. Oh, darling, it's so sweet of you to take an interest, but I'm afraid that's just not possible. Why not? Because you're not a member of our home. If you want to see it that badly, you just have to get convicted for doing something unspeakable. It's a rather steep price to pay. Oh, but just listen to me chattering away like there's no tomorrow. It's time for Allie's lunchy brunch. The poor dear will be dying. Allie? The sweetest little deer in all the world. I know I shouldn't have favorites, but you know how it is. Now to the courtyard with me. Ciao for now, darlings. I wanted to ask her more about Canis, but she dominated that conversation from start to finish. Let's go investigate the cells, shall we? Ugh. A toilet right there. At least they gave him some privacy with the toilet. So this is Knight's cell. When do you think he was brought in, Mr. Edward? That would have to happen the evening of the 25th, just after the events at the lake. And then at some point he went out in the prison proper, but how? There must be some evidence here that will point us in the right direction. Alright, let's get looking, Edward. Whew, okay, let's go. I keep pressing F because of Infinity Nikki when I want to interact with something. But it's spacebar. I must scour the scene. Okay, we need to look closely. This must be Knight's suit jacket. So I've been doing some research of my own. Oh, and what have you discovered? Discovered that guys who look good in suits tend to be popular with the ladies. But don't worry, guys with frilly neck ruffles are next on my research list. Edward is like, does that even matter for me? I don't even like women. Please stop. Hey look, this newspaper got a chunk of it missing. You're right, a few of its pages have been roughly torn out. Why? Maybe Mr. Knight wanted to clean his cell but didn't have a cleaning cloth? Or he probably used that as toilet paper, let's be real. Not a totally implausible theory, I suppose, but who would try to clean their cell? He had to take a shit, though. This bed doesn't look very comfortable, but that pillow cover is very clean, spotless in fact. I bet this is the kind of bed Gummy sleeps in. I can just picture it, can you? No, I sense he's more of a mattress on the floor type. And you don't want to raise his salary so he can get a proper bed frame, huh? There's something different about this spot here. This part of the floor is weirdly clean. Did somebody wipe it down or something? Was this the original crime scene? Why would somebody only do the part right next to the bed though? The bowl is nice and spotless. There are no signs that toilet paper has been used. Oh, he did have toilet paper. Oh, they thought of it. Everything seems to be in order with this toilet here. What? Are you serious? Why? What's wrong? There's no door! Not even a curtain! Whoever designed this place should have thought a little more about the people who have to live here. There might be a reason behind the open plan layout. Standard barred window. No signs of it having been tampered with. I don't think there's any chance their killer escaped through here. Aha, I must remember to bring something to saw through iron bars with. As they say, fail to prepare to fail. Glad I got the chance to scope this place out. Hey, we're investigating a crime scene, not preparing for your eventual escape. I love her, she's so silly. A second chance of life. Interviews with a former prisoner. Making money while serving time. You'll laugh tomorrow and anthology. Understanding animal emotions. Life as a pet stylist. 200 Days to Freedom and Escape Story. Volume 3 and this Volume 2 and 1. Interesting books. Oh, what's the menu doing here, Mr. Edgeworth? Seems that those held in the detention center are able to choose what they like to eat every day. Oh shit! That's like a good selection for a prison, like for being a... Hey, yo! Oh, wow. They can afford it, that is. Oh, wait, they have to pay for it. Never mind. Money makes the world go around, I guess. But doesn't that make life super easy for rich detainees? Well, bear in mind that the people held in these cells haven't been found guilty yet. Some of them don't deserve to be punished. Quite a few of them, in fact. So you're saying it's fine that people with money don't have a harder time of it as everybody else. How did I wind up defending the practices of the detention system? How did I wind up defending rich people? It's because, Edward, you're also rich! Hey, look at this weird piece of paper. There's some sort of grid on it. Let's take a closer look. This is the correspondence chest. He was the guy that he was playing with. Grid appears to be the chess diagram. The victims, I suppose. It's a chess diagram. It's a visual representation of a game of chess. See how the locations of all the pieces are marked? Seems to be closely fought context, but perhaps if this pawn were... No, wait. Not now, Mr. Edward. There's no time to be playing games. Yes, I suppose you're right. This isn't the first time I've seen this configuration of pieces. It's from a different perspective, but it was definitely the same game. Perhaps it would be wise to take another look at the evidence. Rook. No. Pawn to G's. Okay. Yeah, it's the same as that guy's chessboard. I definitely understood this. I definitely know what this looks like. Wait, what if it's not this? What if I'm wrong? No, I'm right. This chess game, I've seen it before. Enough with the chess chat, Mr. Edward. We're supposed to be investigating here. Focus. I am investigating. This particular bit of chess chat proved to be vital. Now take a look at this. Can you tell me what it is? It's the chess that we saw in Mr. Canis' cell. But I don't really know the rules of chess, so... The rules of the games are not important here. What is important are the positions of the pieces. Compare the ones in Mr. Canis' cell with these. Do you notice anything? Oh, I don't know which piece is which or anything, but if you turn their diagram like this, there are pieces in the same squares. Indeed, there is no dog on the diagram, but that's to be expected. Apart from that, however, the position of the pieces are identical. And what does that tell us? Oh, I have my correspondence. As unlikely as it may seem, Mr. Canis's chess opponent was Mr. Knight. This could be just the proof we need to show that Mr. Canis had a connection to the victim. What if the doggo went to him to recover this? I don't know. Why would he be biting his neck though? A lot of books, let's take a look. Understanding animal emotions, life as a pet stylist. Maybe there's more to Mr. Knight than met the eye. Sadly, I don't think these were his. They were likely specially selected and placed here for the detainees. I hope that they will want to better themselves during their time here. Second chance at life. Interviews the former prisoner. These books appear to have been written by current model prisoners and former inmates. Oh, I like the look of this one. 200 Days to Freedom, an escape story. And this one too, making money while serving time. This facility may have more deeply rooted problems than I thought. Oh, really? The big ass problems they have here weren't like a giant red flag? Reflected in the mirror is a security camera. I feel like there's no way a prison doesn't have security cameras in every single corner. Nothing about this place is very thief-friendly, if I'm being honest. I think that might be entirely deliberate, okay? Guard? I like to retrieve the footage from the security camera and view it as carefully as you can. If you see anything out of the ordinary, inform me immediately. Yes, sir. Oh, that's it? Okay, I think it's time we do some logic puzzles. My brain not working well today. Okay, so somebody used the newspaper to wipe the floor. But why? Why was the floor wiped? This part of the floor has been wiped clean. Maybe he spilled some grape juice? Who knows, but we can certainly imagine what he used to do the wiping. The torn out page of that newspaper. Why wouldn't he just ask the guard for a cloth or something though? Perhaps he didn't want anyone to see what he was wiping up. Perhaps it was blood he was wiping up. Where's that girl with the forensic science kit where we can see blood? Where is she? I think we've about exhausted this cell. We've made significant progress by establishing a connection between Mr. Canis and the victim. This is bad, sir. Is that the guard? The security camera footage, sir. I watched it and... What is it? Can you show it to us? Yes, sir. I have a small playback monitor with me. What are you waiting for? Let's see. Oh shit! 3D? Oh! He was attacked by a dog! What was that? That black thing, it's that dog, right? Until now, our assumption was that the crime had taken place inside the prison proper. But it seems that assumption may have been wrong. Knight had actually been attacked in this location. Holding cells, holding cells.
Take that!
Right here in the detention center. And the perpetrator was indeed Mr. Canis's dog. This is just the evidence we need. And if this was where Mr. Knight was actually murdered, then one of the pieces of evidence we found here in this cell takes on a whole new meaning. Knight's cell was the crime. Which piece of it? Okay, it's the newspaper. The wiped floor.
Take that!
The floor of Knight's cell was wiped clean, presumably to remove something. Could that something have been his blood? There was no way it's a dog that wiped it up. There's no way. Somebody else was here. Am I doing one more favor? Name it, sir. There's a detective by the name of Gumshoe somewhere in this facility. I need you to give him a message. Tell him to have this cell tested for traces of blood and to report the results to Edgeworth. You got it, sir. Now we can really go after that Canis guy, right, Mr. Edgeworth? Hang on a second. What if it was not the dog? What if it was not the dog that attacked him? Because I feel like that would be too easy. That's too easy. We still don't know how the knight and the dog moved between the cell and the prison proper. Right, so that's what we need to figure out next. What's the play, coach? Where are we off to? I suspect one of the guards might know something. Should we ask? We should ask those posted nearby, see what they have to tell us. Okay, time to get asking, huh? Oh, hell no! Nah! 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 When I said I missed him, I was joking! Let's go! Yay! Ain't Norway! Ain't Norway! Thanks for the tour. Later. Oh, and this song. Well, well, Mr. Prosecutor and his little friend. Oh, they're gonna start flirting again. I didn't expect to run into you here. It must be my lucky day. This is Agent Shilong Lang of the Interpol. He was in charge of the case I worked on 2 weeks back. Thought he had gone home to Jungfa after that, but here he is. Wasn't he shot in the leg? How is he fine? You had some business to take care of, I take it, Agent Lang? Could say that. Nothing that need concern you, though. Oh my god, they're already at it. First a black hound, now a wolf, all in black. Hey, wait, why are you all alone today? That's true. He's usually accompanied by an army of police officers. I hear you were at it again a couple days back. Oh, was he fired? Sticking your nose into things. A couple of days back. Ah, he means the incident with the president. Actually, I thought you might be there as well, heading up the security detail. Our president doesn't have much faith in the efficiency of his own country's police force. Maybe now he'll think twice before using contractors again. Amateurs! Agent Lang doesn't have much faith in prosecutors or the courts to do their jobs right. Which is why he's so meticulous about investigating with his hand-picked cream of the crop officers. Indeed, no doubt things would have turned out differently had you and your men been in charge. My men, huh? Yeah, those guys aren't around anymore. What? They're not? It's funny, isn't it? I'm a real lone wolf now. I feel kind of bad! I feel bad! What are you saying, Agent Lang? What on earth happened? Did we get beta thumbnails? I told you, it doesn't concern you. See you around, Mr. Prosecutor. I think he got demoted or fired or something. Aww! Aww! Wow, he seemed not okay. He's depressed. He needs therapy. Yes, and I would very much like to know why. There's nothing we can do for about. Oh, he cares about him. Oh. Can you adopt him? We need a new dog. I want to take him in. I want to take him in. Gumshoe needs a friend, you know. We'll worry about Agent Lang later. We have an investigation to conduct. Alright, let's start by talking to these guards. The security gate that can detect metal objects. Am I the only one who gets a little nervous when I have to go through one of these? The same whenever I see a cop. I know I've done nothing wrong, but I still get anxious. Maybe because you go around calling yourself a great thief, hmm? Same! The door to the observation room. Observation, you mean? Are they always watching us? Or maybe they're just watching you and laughing at all the weird stuff you do. Weird stuff? I'm a perfectly normal person who does only perfectly normal things, I'll have you know. That's... Why is he getting so defensive over this? He's so bullyable. I love him so much. These are the guards' lockers. I bet they keep their uniforms in there. Snacks too. Snacks? Really? Well, that's what I'd keep in there if it were me. You know not everyone is you though, right? I would keep... Why would you not keep snacks in there? That's a perfectly good place to keep snacks. You need to eat on the job too. Oh man, I am in so much trouble. What's the matter? You seem perturbed. Oh, well you see, one of my uniforms is... Somebody was impersonating a police officer? I could have sworn it was right here in my locker. Did it grow a pair of legs and run off? Where in the world did that idea spring from? Anyways, I hope you track it down soon. I'll be rooting for you. Thanks, I appreciate it. Stolen from the guard locker, Pension Center corridor, March 26th. Wait a second. You didn't see a guard uniform anywhere, right? There's an assortment of trophies in here. Just once I want to give someone a trophy. What sort of award would a great thief hand out? Greatest rope escape, of course. Oh, but if I enter the contest, I guess I just turn into me handing the trophy to myself. I worry more about finding a venue willing to host such an event. Venues are willing to host anything if you have enough money. Obama me! right. It's like Miko holding the worst at Gomoku tournament, as if she's not gonna win that herself. Well, she actually didn't win that. Looks like there are offices down this way. Coronet almost won that, by the way. No entry though, according to the sign. Don't they know that telling people not to do so just makes them want to do it more? It's a human nature. I argue that it's the ability to resist such urges that makes us human. That sign won't stop me because I can't fucking read. Let's talk to this guy. I was wondering, have you seen an enormous black dog wandering around here recently? That thing? No way. Let's just say I'd be a lot more nervous about standing guard here. So, do you and this dog have some kind of history or something? Nah, okay. You should know when to let sleeping dogs lie. By the sound of it, Candace's dog hasn't been spotted on this side of those heavy security doors. It's because it wasn't a dog. Hey, are those my faithful assistants I see before me? Fender, where exactly have you been? Where have I been? I've been looking for you two. Been searching high and low. Wandering lonely through the prison halls. It was terrible, I tell you. There's the prisons over there on the other side of the facility, boss. Anyway, so listen. I just got the lowdown on some seriously dynamite material. You want to hear it, right? Seamless. I was chatting with a few of the guards and they told me something interesting. I'm gonna assume that's what they meant. Turns out the Bronxter had himself a little incident 2 days ago. Post-mortem, if you catch my drift. Oh, pre-mortem, sorry. An incident. Simeon told me he came to visit his pal, right? Well, it happened right after they wrapped up when Bronco was being escorted back to his cell. It was just one guard and he was handcuffed, obviously. Oh! The Bronxter clobber had knocked the poor guy out cold. Sounds like it might have been the prelude to a jailbreak. Because when the other guards showed up, they couldn't find their comrade's keys. Were there any rumblings about Knight attempting to escape? That's the bit that fries the old noggin. There were none. He just sat in his cell and then turned up dead. What's more, he swore right to the end that he never stole the keys. They turned his cell inside out too, but no dice. The guard who was struck, what did he have to say? Nothing. Poor guy was still out when they took him to the hospital. Hey yo, how hard was he knocked out? He's still there? He might have died, bro. So there's nobody around to tell us what really happened. Guard was attacked. His keys, including the one to Night Cell, were stolen to him, yet to be recovered. Okay. Huh. So something's fishy is happening. What the? It's you, losers! Oh, is it the wiener boy? Look at the way he ran over! Oh my god. Are you still hanging around here like a bad smell? Hey there, little buddy. Listen, Miles here is working with me now as an associate. Nonsense, you all just came here to cause trouble and turn my investigation into a fart! Oh my god, he's actually a teenager. Who let him be a prosecutor, bro? Uses means farce, of course. Simple slip of the tongue. Seems like a reasonably apt choice of words to me. Joseph Gavel, good to see you again. I know who you are. You're Simeon Saint's attorney. Guilty as charged. Now that we've broken the ice, how about a friendly... Oh, we're not. I'm totally cool either way. Now, did I hear you correctly that Mr. Edgeworth has joined the defense team? Yup, and me too. We're officially employees of Edgeworth & Co. Not even a smooch. The prosecutor is a public servant. You would draw your sword on the goddess to work for personal gain? It's not a problem if I'm not getting paid, though, correct? Exactly what he said. Miles here is just a volunteer. We're all about the pro bono stuff over at Edgeworth. I don't think this is legal. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think they can do that. How wonderful. So you all work without reward? The goddess would surely approve. Yeah. I'm just a regular philanthropist. He's an intern. Judge Gavel, I was hoping to ask you about the grounds for Simeon Saint's arrest. That information is on a neat... Not a challenge, I hear. No, I was just asking the judge. I'm always ready for a little verbal combat to show you what it takes to be a real winner. You mean wiener? What is that a verbal combat is you don't let me speak? Still, this could prove useful. Fine, I'll do as you suggest. Now, if you could begin by telling us why Mr. Saint was arrested. There will be no need for that, Eustace. Hahaha, not now, Gavel. Watch and wonder. Oh, he's gonna be her downfall, bro. As I put this pathetic prosecutor in his place, he's gonna run rings around me. You're far too young to be challenging me, kid. I think you meant to say that you would be the one running rings around me. And I will! So badly that your ears will be ringing. Prepare to be humbled, Edgeworth. Oh boy. Oh man. It's like arguing with a kid. It's literally arguing with a child. You wanna know why I arrested that man? It's simple. Simple. I found evidence. Evidence of him being all over that thing. How's that for some winningly incontrovertible conclusive proof? And who's all the truth first? Why, me, of course. Winner by name, winner by nature. Where do I even begin? Look at you, utterly lost for words in the face of such mastery. Get the belt! I'll take your salad as yet another win. Honestly, does he ever shut up? You said you were the one who arrested Mr. Saint, but do you even have the authority to do so, Mr. Winner? Well, obviously it was the police who actually arrested him. Oh, wait. It's very funny that Edgeworth is talking about authority to do stuff. But I told him to do it, so I think I can be I can claim the credit, don't you? Grab him by the ahoge. Do one of those, like, you know how you swing a lasso? Do that by his ahoge. Swing him around. Of course, that's what he meant. Ugh. This is clearly gonna take a while, given that I'm much more interested in what Judge Gavel is silently thinking over there. Okay, well... Time to press him.
Hold it.
I'm just checking, but you do know who it was you arrested, right? Huh? Is this like some kind of joke? Of course I know who I arrested. It was what? It was Simeon Saint. But good to know he remembers that much at least. But he does not take him seriously. This is so funny.
Hold it.
Rock solid, you say. I'm impressed. Hold on. I know what you're doing here. You're trying to butter me up. Well, it might work on the chumps you meet in court, but it won't work on me. The evidence we found is certainly rather damning for Mr. Saint. Perhaps you should tell Mr. Edgeworth about it. Damning is right. Now, on the strength of that evidence, I decided to arrest him. People force authority upon Edgeworth. True. He just wants a vacation. This theme song is so funny.
Hold it.
Evidence of him was all over that thing. Could you be a little bit more specific? Do I really have to? Yeah, music is not helping his case. Do I really have to spell it out for you, Edgeworth? I hope even you could put two and two together. It sounds like the song you sing in kindergarten when it's time to clean up, you know? Not messing around. The onus is on you to provide a comprehensive testimony. Come now, Eustace. I'm sure Mr. Edgeworth and his friends would be very interested to learn how you cracked the case. They certainly look keen to hear about it. Fine, if you insist, I'll fill in the gaps. brace yourself because this is going to blow your tiny little minds. I bet you didn't know, but the victim had, wait for it, a chess set with him. And that chess set was covered in the fingerprints of a certain Mr. Simeon Saint. That's your evidence? Ain't no way. Oh, it's over. This country's over. Oh, great. Praise to be the goddess of justice for the insight she offers. And congratulations once again, Eustace. Why are you hyping it up for this? I would not object to Eustace amending his testimony. I trust Mr. Edgeworth. No, by all means, please do. And this is the one we have to write. Nothing. Everything else he says has nothing to do with it. Okay, we're gonna save. We're probably gonna have to present the chessboard on it because he gave it to him.
Objection!
There we go. So, the fingerprints on the chess set are the ace up your sleeves? The what on my what? Oh, I mean, yeah, the chess set up the ace's sleeves. That's right, Edgeworth. Got a winning hand, as usual. Only, your winning hand is a busted flush. It's absolute garbage. For you see, it was Simeon Saint who brought that chess set to the victim in the first place. Therefore, it's only natural that his fingerprints are all over it. Did you not even... Did they not even interview the suspect? Make this arrogant and then tell him to go back to Splatoon. That took a while to sink in. In conclusion, those fingerprints are proof of anything. Mr. Saint's arrest was premature. Premature? Yeah, just like you. The incident took place here within the walls of this facility, and being neither a guard nor a prisoner, it makes very little sense to suspect Mr. Saint. Oh! Now what? I think you might be the premature one here, Edgeworth. You think you were the one accusing me of being hasty? You only just work out what that word means? Sure, I identified Mr. Saint as a suspect faster than pretty much anybody else. I won the race when it came to picking out the crucial evidence too. I'm quick on the draw, you see. But hasty? Not at all. You're right that Mr. Saint isn't a guard or a prisoner here, but he was. Eustace? Judge Cavell. But out, Cavell. I have him right where I want him. Forgive me, Eustace, but if I may... Well, the particulars of the suspects are indeed fascinating. We have to try to get him alone so that she doesn't interrupt him. So that he can fucking just give us all the information. Don't we have something a little more impressive to share with the prosecutor? Something more impressive? If you wouldn't mind, Mr. Edgeworth, Eustace made an ingenious deduction concerning the murder weapon. Perhaps you would like to hear it. Yes, of course, that well remembered, Gavel. Listen to this, Mr. Edgeworth, and prepare to be amazed. Will this ingenious induction explain why Mr. Saint was arrested? Let's just say you won't be disappointed. Judge Gavel deliberately diverted the conversation away from my line of questioning. What exactly is she up to? Can we get her alone? Fact 1. The murder weapon was some sort of metal blade. Fact 2. Potentially deadly blades are strictly controlled within the prison walls, and we both know. From these two facts, I conclude that the weapon in question must have come from outside. It must have been hidden inside the chess set. That's what I think, anyway. And since the only prints we found on the chess set belonged to the victim and the suspect, I'd say it's blindingly obvious who brought the weapon in and used it, wouldn't you? Nothing else, his testimony this time is a little more comprehensible than the last. Another winning deduction brought to you by one winner Eustace, Prosecutor Extraordinaire. More like one wiener, useless Prosecutor Extraordinaire, if you ask me. But how could anyone even hide a weapon inside that chess set? Good question, why did you take a look for yourself? Inside the chessboard, I suppose there's only one way to find out. We opened this earlier, but I was thinking there might be a hidden compartment somewhere. Nothing in here but chess pieces. That laugh is really something. He seems pretty convinced the weapon was hidden here somewhere. Better take a closer look. I knew it! What? The stiff lining at the top opens like a flap door. Oh, there's plenty of room in here. Indeed, more than enough to hide something like a small knife. Okay, but where is the weapon? The killer snuck the weapon in by... Huh? Huh? What do you mean, huh? Let me finish, will you? Oh my god, he's crying. I fear you've not been listening, Mr. Winter, or perhaps you've simply forgotten. The detention center is outfitted with a security gate. Huh? I mean, yeah, and... Security gate also acts as a metal detector, Eustace. We must pass through another one on the way into the prison itself, remember? Yeah. That's right, of course I remember. You definitely didn't. It would have been impossible to smuggle a metal blade through such a gate and into the facility, which would seem to blow a rather large hole in your reasoning, Mr. Winter. Did you guys actually find the weapon or not? The gate is only used to scan people. Any items they bring into the facility are only subjected to a cursory check. The fucking security in this place is the joke! This place is a joke! Are you telling me that the chest set wasn't put through the metal detector? It should have been. Alas, it seems the guards have grown a little lax in that regard of late. Okay, but we don't know where the murder weapon is. They didn't find it. Very good. Thank you, Gavel. It was my pleasure. Why is she kissing his ass like this? Now, Mr. Edgeworth, if you would be so kind as to begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination? It's like she's holding a trial. Well, no matter. I bet that gal was a plastic toy. It's made of stone, actually.
Hold it!
A metal blade, you say? Do you have any evidence to support this? I mean, you didn't even look at the victim's injuries? Why am I not surprised, you third rate? The fatal blow was a stab wound to the neck, and it was delivered by a knife-like blade. That much is absolutely beyond doubt. It appears that they are not yet aware of a certain other piece of information. Right, they don't know that was the dog! Or the small cut in his scalp. The dog biting... Yeah, they don't know about the dog. Wait a second. Also, if they think that the weapon's from the outside, why were they searching the prison? Then I'll just keep going. Okay, yeah.
Hold it!
The fact that such objects are strictly controlled doesn't mean they're actually forbidden. Well, no, I mean, some of the prisoners used scissors to cut the animal's hair, and that avenue of inquiry was conscientiously pursued, as you no doubt recall, Eustace. Did the killer actually get his revenge? I mean, we said this earlier. I did think maybe it was the killer, but I don't think it is the killer. Unless he's like undercover as someone currently that we've met in the prison. Also, no, it can't be the killer because he only kills people that he's contracted to kill. Why would anybody contract to kill that guy? Wait, unless the conspiracy was that he was gonna expose. He's still injured, right? I mean, I don't think that, like, you know, is gonna stop him, but like, unless the conspiracy was that Knight was gonna expose the fact that they had, you know, they're gonna cover up the president's fake assassination attempt. I don't think it is him, but you know, could be a possibility. He's definitely gonna show up later in the story, though, probably. Sorry, I just realized I have cake and I didn't eat it and it's all dry now. Kind of cake? It's chocolate. Do I have milk? Nope. I could have covered it. I just left it open. Okay. Still edible. Yeah. Only one bladed object had been signed out by a single prisoner at the time of the incident. The item was tested for traces of blood, but none were found. I suppose he's referring to the scissors Mr. Sawit was using. So there's no way the blade in question came from inside the prison. From these two facts, I conclude that the weapon in question must have come from outside.
Hold it!
Outside? What does that mean exactly? Aha! The opposite of inside, you numbskull! Was that an attempt at clarification or put down? Because it clearly accomplished neither. What uses me to say is that it must have been brought in from outside the prison. Are you his mom? Why are you always here? Honestly, Edgeworth, if you haven't figured that out by now, then you're an even bigger loser than I thought. The feeling is mutual, believe me. Mr. Sang clearly brought the murder weapon into the prison. The question is how. That's what I think anyway. Okay. I think we need to present the fact that the dog was biting the neck or something here.
Objection!
Oh shit, that was wrong. That was wrong. Wait a second. Did I should have pressed the rest. I just didn't want to hear him talk anymore.
Hold it!
But no murder weapon was found at the crime scene. There's nothing inside the chessboard either. I'm curious, Mr. Winter, do you also have thoughts about where this weapon might be? It's, well, the perpetrator must have hidden it somewhere in the prison. Oh, that's why they were looking in the prison. No, there is a problem because they searched the prison and they found nothing. They found jack shit. They hid it somewhere in the prison. That seems unlikely. In fact, I can prove that's not the case.
Take that!
Ah, there we go. I should have pressed one more statement. I'm dumb. I'm starting to worry about your memory, Mr. Wiener. I'm just calling him Mr. Wiener now. I didn't do that on purpose. Didn't you, with a good judge, search the prison with Warden Lagarde? And didn't you fail to find a likely murder weapon? Well, yes, but I guess we just missed it, that's all. Wow, way to undermine yourself. You're saying your search wasn't entirely thorough. You, the so-called winning rookie? Stop making fun of me! Oh. Eustace? Calm yourself. Breathe deeply. Do not allow your opponents to get under your skin. The music. I'm a winner. That's why I let third-rate loser like Edge Worthless get get under my skin. Why should I let my so funny. I'll thank you to leave my name out of this. Well, I'm Kay Faraday. I'm A-okay. Not you too, please. Look, it's simple. Since my first rate investigation didn't turn up any weapon, it means there wasn't one to find, which leaves only one possibility. The murderer took the weapon with him when he left the prison. That's why we couldn't find a way we looked, obviously.
Objection.
But what you are proposing is impossible. This proves why the culprit couldn't possibly have taken the weapon out because of the fucking metal detectors!
Take that.
No more memory trouble, Mr. Winner. Now you're forgetting things you yourself said. Are you making fun of me again? Oh, so you remember what I said. But perhaps you might have been better served by remembering this. Wait, does he seriously not remember? It was certainly seem. Oh, he actually doesn't remember. Oh my god. Who let him in here? How did he pass the exam to be a prosecutor? He has to be a Nepo baby. There is a security gate at each of the entrances to the detention center, the prison proper. Coming from the prison, anyone leaving the facility would have had to have passed through both of them. 2 gates, both fitted with metal detectors. Oh wait, now I remember. Looks like he got his memory back. So as you can see, there's no way anyone could have taken a weapon out through both gates, and therefore there's no way the murder weapon could have left the building. In which case, Mr. Edgeworth, perhaps you would care to tell us where you think the murder weapon might be? It's still here on the premises. That's the only possible conclusion. But we searched the prison from top to bottom and I couldn't find anything. Because you were never going to find anything to begin with. Not when you were laboring under the misconception that it's a blade you were looking for. Yeah, we know the truth about what happened to Mr. Knight. We've seen it with our own eyes. That's quite a claim. I assume we have the evidence to support it. Where's the weapon that was used to commit the crime? Okay, well, we didn't see it with our own eyes, but like... Is it this? Because with our own eyes, we saw this video.
Take that.
This is footage taken from a security camera trained on Knight's holding cell. Now, watch it for yourselves and see. That doesn't... He's wearing a prison guard's uniform. Wait a second. The missing uniform. Huh. But how? This footage captures the moment the victim was attacked by a black dog. Cause initially I was like, that doesn't look like him. More than sufficient proof of how he really died, wouldn't you say? Yes, it is certainly significant. So now we know that Knight was in fact killed in his cell by a vicious dog. Dog that moved the victim's body to the prison workshop post-mortem. We know this thanks to an eyewitness who saw the dog in the workshop when the body was discovered. Oh, yeah, maybe the dog was moving the body. Of course, I think we can all agree that there's no way the dog could have planned such a crime itself. Indeed, I fear it may be his handiwork after all. No, there's a lot of holes in that. There's so many things that doesn't make sense here. It's quite enough of that, Mr. Edgeworth. Judge Cavell. You are correct that this footage is an important piece of evidence, but it also raises an important new question. A question that I suspect you have also been asking yourself. She's right. There is one major problem with my version of events. Black Dog, the one that belongs to the inmates, how did it move between the holding cells and the prison proper at will? Oh! God, Eustace is here just for comedic relief. How do we answer that one, Mr. Edgeworth? And the truth is, I don't know yet. At least Gumshoe was useful and funny. Of course not. Can it, Wonder Boy? Oh, Wonder Boy! We didn't even know there was a problem. I think Kay should be allowed to beat his ass. That's just my opinion. Until the defense provides an adequate explanation, the court cannot accept your line of logic. That is all. The court is adjourned. But wait, there's still so much more to explore. Court is no longer in session, Mr. Edgeworth. If you would be so kind as to leave the courtroom. Girl, we're not in the courtroom. There's something wrong with her. Court was never in session in the first place. The old judge would never do that. The bald judge would never do this. Once again, this court is adjourned. We may not have all the answers yet, but you haven't explained anything either regarding Mr. Saint. What do you mean? Just as we don't yet know how the dog made it into one of the detention center's holding cells, you can't know how Mr. Saint could have made it inside the detention center, let alone the prison either. He He would have been allowed as far as the visitor room to see his friend, but no further. So it's hard for me to conceive how he could have committed a crime in a place he had no access to. Judge Gambit, I believe it's your turn to provide some proof. Proof that Simeon Saint was able to enter the prison. Haha. You wish for the court to provide you with proof? Highly irregular, but very well. What? You actually have something? Now seems like a good as time as any. Oh my god, they're updating the autopsy report. I suppose you have been kind enough to share your own theories on the case. What's she building up to here? Mr. Edgeworth, I suspect you don't know what Mr. Saint does for a living, so allow me to fill you in. He is a circus. I knew the circus was important, bro. I knew it. A what? Yes, perhaps you heard of the Very Big Circus? Though, don't be silly, darling. Of course, Esther was. Okay, yeah. She's gonna tell us about the circus. Think of anything worse. Yesterday, the circus came to visit. Is he related to the Clussy? I don't think she was part of a circus, was she? We see it now, I assume. As I am sure you are aware, a show was held yesterday for the prisoners' entertainment. A show featuring animals and performers performed by members of the Very Big Circus. So, does that mean Mr. Saint? Yes, Mr. Saint was allowed inside the prison as part of that show. A fact that has been confirmed beyond reasonably a doubt. Oh no, she held on to that fact until the last possible moment. How do you think I felt, Edgeworth, when you did that to me? When you did that to me when I was Phoenix Wright? She let me run on my own theory, and only afterward did she use it to reveal the truth. Wait. But out, Gambit, I have been right here where I wanted. Forgive me, Eustace, but if I may, while the particulars of the suspect are indeed fascinating, don't we have something a little more impressive to share? That must be why she steered him onto a different topic. Yeah, I got you good, didn't you? You third-rate prosecutor. Who's this dude? He needs his ass beat. He needs a good slap to the face, to the head. It has nothing to do with you. Gentlemen, this court is well and truly adjourned. If I may offer a word of advice, Mr. Edgeworth, your conduct as a prosecutor is already in question. You would do well to remember that you were removed from this case for that precise reason. Nuh-uh! You removed him because he knew too much! Oh my god, I'm gonna scream. What are you trying to say? The community reserves the right to confiscate your badge at any time. Should you wish to retain it, you would do well to avoid crossing paths with us again. Is that a threat? The goddess of justice is compassionate, Mr. Edgeworth, but she's not endlessly forgiving. Oh, and one last thing. You are no defense attorney. Abandon this foolish pretense. Thank you for your concern, but I do not abandon anything. What I start, I finish. Well, do try to remember that the two jobs are not one and the same, and that a defense attorney expected to develop something of a bond with their client. Next time, finding out your client's real occupation might be a good place to start. Okay, she low-key got us there. We literally could have... I was wondering why we were not talking with the... with our client. Now I really must be going. May the goddess of justice watch over you all. So Simeon lied to us. Not just you two. Guy took me for a ride too. What's his deal? Whoa. You're not having second thoughts about this, are you, Milesy boy? Sure, Judge Gavel's a tough cookie, but that doesn't mean you can just give up on the ghost. Defense never rests, as a wise man once said, and that goes for associates too. Don't worry, Fender. I have no intention of resting. Nevertheless, our assumption that Mr. Saint couldn't have entered the prison have been proven false. Which means we'll need to restart investigation from square one, I'm afraid. Oh, man. Okay, I think this is a good place to end it here. Oh, man. Oh, boy. Ugh. You say like you have the option to rest. Maybe Edgeworth just doesn't like to rest. Maybe he's a workaholic. Okay. We will deal with the rest of this on Wednesday. It just started. This was a 3-hour long intro to case 2, bro. Oh my god. Oh boy. I really don't know who could have done it at this point. Everybody is sus to me. I don't think it's that assassin dude with the dog. That would be too easy. I think the warden is trying to cover up something. I am sus of the warden lady the most right now. Okay, well, cause she might have been the fox that attacked him. Maybe. Cause she is the only one that has access to be able to go through, like, through her office to the courtyard into the prison to move the body. Oh well. Oh well, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. We're far from done with this case. I think. But we will continue on Wednesday, and actually on Saturday we will continue on Wednesday and Friday, because on Saturday Brian is doing a special rock paper scissors tournament for his charity. He's doing a whole week of charity streams, but the last stream is gonna be that big tournament. He's gonna be helping the Doctors Without Borders, and there's gonna be a total of, let's see, how many streamers? A bunch of other streamers that will be part of this, and we'll all be playing rock paper scissors to see who's the best rock paper scissors champion. So I won't be streaming that day because I will be mostly on over on his channel with this. But I don't know. There's not a big chance that I will be, you know, I will be going far in this tournament. I am notoriously bad at rock paper scissors, but we'll see. It's all chance, you know. It's all chance, and I'm supposed to be lucky this year, so. All right, so that will be next Saturday. I will remind everyone on Wednesday and Friday again, but feel free to stop by, see how much I suck at rock paper scissors, and then possibly donating to charity if you can, if you want. But it'll also be fun. Just showing up to show support would be really enough already. So but yeah, that'll be next week on the 18th. And so yeah, that's it for today. We'll continue, as I said, with this pretty much throughout most of January, and then yeah, that's I guess there's nothing else. All right. Okay, yeah. Is it too late to pay for the strikers? It's already 11:30. Okay, fine. I'll play a little bit today. I'll play a little bit. Maybe we'll see what the next jail looks like. All right then. That's it for today. Thank you all so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you had fun, and hope everyone has a great night, and a great rest of the week. And yeah, remember to take care of yourself. Stay hydrated, stay safe, stay healthy, all of that. And I will see you guys next time. I'll see you soon. Okay, bye bye. Bye bye. Good night.